The strangest thing
Okay.
that has happened in this volume
Yes, tell me.
is the amount of appreciation I have for North by Northwest.
Yeah.
Going through all of these, it's like that's a damn good movie.
It was, yeah. I didn't even know how long it was because I was just too enthralled.
You can't say that about this.
No.
This movie was not even movie length, and I was like, when will this
Never ended.
end?
Oh my god! Whenever we get to the end of that movie, and then it just didn't stop. I don't know if you just turned it off before all of that because
no, because I remembered that there was something to be seen at the end of it. 8 minutes of it. I was Tom Servo watching Mitchell. Do you remember that one, Rachel?
my husband, the entire
Whose
time.
fault this is, by the way.
He was laughing more at me than anything in the movie. He couldn't stop it because he would look over and this is my face.
Yeah.
The whole time. Just like, what am I, why?
Or, I'm not even Mimi Mooing. I don't care what my voice
It doesn't
sounds
matter.
like.
It doesn't matter.
I
It doesn't
don't care.
matter. It
I
sounds
don't
like we were
give a
locked
fuck.
in a room. It sounds like it's 3 a.m. We already had our mental breakdowns.
I made the mistake of doing something fun today, and now I have to do this. I could have stopped. I could have gone to bed,
You could have.
and it would have been a nice
It would
day.
have been a lovely day. A lovely day.
And instead, I said to you, we should record this.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
That's what happened. God damn it. Are we just starting? Do you just want to start?
I don't know how else to start.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Rachel.
This is Shelf Life. It's a podcast where a brother and sister team go through pop culture one at a time to determine whether or not the subject at hand belongs on your shelf. Rachel, what's the subject today?
Master of Disguise.
Yeah. Master of Disguise.
Of Disguise. Remember Turtley Enough for Turtle Club?
No. Don't humor any of these people.
Okay, you're
Don't
right.
humor
You're
any
right.
of them.
You're right. Go on.
Because there's a contingent there's a contingent of people out there that grew up, quote unquote, with this movie. And they will tell you how funny it is.
Yes, I know. But they literally are only repeating the things that were in the trailer.
That is true.
That's only they don't know
Okay.
anything else in the movie. They could probably tell me nothing else about this movie.
I hope they couldn't. I truly hope they couldn't.
I only have a few movies where if you tell me it's your favorite movie, I cannot be friends with you. This is one of those movies.
All right. Let's start, because the mission of Shelf Life is to go through pop culture one at a time to determine whether or not the subject at hand belongs on your shelf. We go through walkthroughs. We do it meticulously. We do them long. We do them this way because we don't know any other way to do it. We don't know how to be concise. We have to go through them a little bit at a time because that's how we enjoy discussing these things.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel can attest to this. I was editing something earlier this week, and I told her it's so long, it's too long, I can't publish this. And she was like, sure you can.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you
Because it's us. It's our audience expects it.
Yes.
We're not we will never be Joe Rogan sized
we would
because
never
of the size of our podcast.
be anything to there would be no parallels ever with that one, but that's fine.
But true. But after this, I don't know. This could be the final episode of Shelf Life.
Do not have an existential crisis. I knew this was going to happen.
This is Volume 6. This is our Summer of Spies. The mission of Shelf Life, as we on the outset, was to do stuff that we remembered, to do stuff that we had never seen before, to determine if it should be on your shelf.
Yes.
And we both had different goals. One of my goals was I love podcasts, and sometimes I will listen to podcasts. There aren't subjects that I want in the podcast, and I'm like, they didn't talk about that scene, or they didn't talk about this, or what about this? And I'm like, we need to just do it ourselves so that it's the way it's
We get
complete
to have
in like my
it's
head.
full. It's completed.
Yeah, it might not be perfect. It's not the
missing
best.
everything.
But for me, it's like, okay, I got that out of my system, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Rachel's goal was like, we have to do stuff I've never seen. This is like a reason. And to enlighten ourselves, to maybe give
fun, and I love
people that listen to it.
Things. Yeah.
And to give people a reason to watch or listen or read or whatever and say, like, hey, maybe you'll
find something new for yourself. It's great.
My brother-in-law, whose heart is bigger than his brain... Your co-host's husband said, you guys, because Rachel and I are putting together the card for volume 5, mind you.
Yes.
And he said, you guys do all this stuff where you're like, you think you're going to like it, or you think like it will be good. You should do one where you think it's really bad, or see if it's really as bad as you remember. And then Rachel... was like, well, I can think of one movie that we despised.
Yeah. As children. Mind you.
We despised it. So we put it on the card. Rachel, in her infinite wisdom, said, no, not volume 5. Let's move it to the summer.
I did.
Let's move it to, when it's warm and nice out and people are like happy and frolicking around and all sorts of shit. And the reason that she came up with the Summer of Spies was because of Master of Disguise being in Volume 6.
It's kind of true. It's kind of true.
So the question here is, can this be redeemed? Like Phantom Menace before it. Which, by the way, go back in the back catalog, folks. A spoiler alert for our main event for Volume 1. It was not redeemed. It's a piece of shit. Quit saying it's good. Rachel. What happens in this movie?
There's okay, hold on. There's a family of disguised spies. The dad didn't want the kid to be a spy, and then he grows up and has to be a spy and learn how to be a master of disguise.
Is he 40 years old, or is he supposed to be like 17?
I don't know.
Is he mentally challenged? Are we watching a mentally challenged man?
I have to describe the movie. Let me describe the movie.
Yes, you're right. I apologize. Go ahead.
There's a family of disguise masters, master of disguises, whatever the hell. Doesn't want the kid to do it. They get captured when they're older, I guess adults. I don't know. He has to become one. He's awful at it, and, well, so is everybody. I don't... And then there's this millionaire... who stole them. He's using them to make money.
He
kidnapped them to make money.
I like the idea of stealing a person is you got stole.
Well, because they're stealing stuff. I don't know. It's
they are
stupid.
Stealing stuff.
The guy is stealing things, and he wanted a master of disguise to steal them because it would be easier, I guess. The way it goes, the idea of it makes sense, but the way it happens is stupid.
I feel like Dana Carvey wrote this script and it was an Austin Powers ripoff.
Well,
that's what I envision the intention was here.
I think so. Potentially. There's a lot of references for no reason. I think he just would...
Well, because he knows impressions.
Right. And I think that's why they made the movie, is because he does impressions, quote unquote.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's it. And they were like, I guess we could... The end credits prove that they had no idea what they were doing, because there's like a million scenes where he's just characters we have never seen, and they're not even in the movie. So he's just character acting, and then they're putting it together like it's a plot. I don't know how else to say that.
I truly... I have no basis of thinking this. It seems like, because Mike Myers and Dana Carvey have feuded forever after Wayne's World. I don't know why. I've heard Mike Myers is like mean, but whatever. But I could see, because there's a Shrek jam.
There is a Shrek jam.
Dana Carvey.
It's like one of the first references.
Shrek. I didn't like Shrek. You have no right.
No.
To slight that movie.
Absolutely not.
At all. And I think that's a bad movie, regardless. I think what happened was he wrote the script thinking that he was writing a more family-friendly version of Austin Powers.
Okay.
Where it was going to be about a family of spies. The guy has to learn how to become a spy.
Yeah.
And the villain is like your Blofeld or whatever. That, I think, was the idea. That he's like a spy and he's a master of disguise. I don't know what happened between the time that was done and what you see on screen. Because to your point, it is a series of scenes that don't end. They just go to the next scene for 65 minutes.
Yeah.
This movie, folks, if you see it on Tubi, where it belongs...
Sorry, Tubi. I don't even know if Tubi deserves it.
No, I don't think it does. I'll get into that. It says it's an hour and 20 minutes long.
It feels
it's
like
not.
It feels like it just took all day to watch it. I couldn't stand it.
The actual runtime of the movie is like 72 minutes.
Lies.
It might be shorter than that. There are 9 minutes of fucking credits. Because they needed to get to a full-length runtime for the fucking thing to play in a theater.
Right.
I don't know whose fault it is. If it's the director's fault, if it's Dana Carvey's fault, or if it's Adam Sandler's fault, the editor's fault, no idea.
I feel really bad for the editor, honestly. I feel really bad for the editor.
I don't. That man should never work again.
It's not his fault. He's the one who has to take all of this and make something out of it.
I mean, yes. Well, let's see. Because I didn't have this opinion 15 minutes into the movie. Let's just get into it. Hold on.
What is our history? You didn't do the history.
Point.
Let's talk about our history with this.
Do you want me to tell the story?
Yes, tell the story. No, go ahead. Tell the story. You'll be way more eloquent than I will.
Okay. When I was a child, I remember thinking that Dana Carvey was very funny. He did the impressions, as you all know I'm wont to do. He was a funny comic on SNL. And then he had a stand-up special more geared toward adults, and he still did it, but he had OJ jokes, and he did his, like, George Bush jokes and all of this stuff. It was for adults, but I remember being, like, 10 years old or whatever and thinking it was funny. So come 2002, Master of Disguise comes out, and I'm like, oh, a Dana Carvey movie. There are no Dana Carvey movies. Dana Carvey never has a movie. I think he's funny. And Mom was like, let's go see the Dana Carvey movie, because Kevin likes it. So me, my mom, and Rachel, my sister.
Me. Hello.
Rachel, yes, here. Hello. My sister, Rachel.
Hello.
Thank you. Went to see the movie. Did we see this when it came out, or did we wait to see this at, like, the Dollar Theater? Because we saw, like, a matinee in the middle of the summer with Mom.
That's a good question. I don't remember if it was a matinee, it would be... I don't remember. It may have been the Dollar Theater.
They don't do this anymore because they're like, well, it'll just be on streaming. But, like, after the movie's initial run, like 4 or 5 weeks after the movie would come out, they would put it in this sister theater to, like, the theater in our area, where it would go to the Dollar Theater. And it was literally like $1 or $1.50 or something.
Right.
Anyway, regardless if it was the Dollar Theater or not, the three of us went in. There was a point in the movie.
And I think I remember the point while I was watching the movie. I'm like, I can't remember
you're
if
going to have
this
to remind
was
me
the point.
because I didn't remember the point.
I don't know. I was sitting here going, is this the point? Is this the point?
I didn't remember from Quint on. I didn't remember any of that. I don't have a photographic memory, but that's where I was thinking, like, I wonder if this is when we left, because I don't remember any of this happening. The cherry thing, like, I didn't remember any of that.
Yeah, I don't know if
so that's where I thought, like, did we leave at that point? So I turned to my mom, and I said, do you want to go?
I remember this.
And she was like, I don't care. Like, she obviously hated it.
Yes.
And we turned to you, and we were like, do you want to go? And you were like, why? Like, because you didn't understand the concept of walking out of a movie, and I had never done that in my life.
I thought you couldn't do that. I think as a child, I was just like, what do you mean?
Like, we paid for a ticket. Like, you can't. They lock the door.
That seems
like,
silly.
You're there.
It just seems silly. Like, what do you mean? We paid to be here. I remember saying we should leave
the theater.
I think it was
you know what I think happened.
I think
we contemplated it. Like I think that was. I think we had a conversation,
yeah.
and then more stuff happened, and I think we were all like, yeah, and like we all were like, yeah, okay, and all left.
Yeah.
I have never in my life, before or since, left a movie.
No.
I didn't do it all through high school when I would go to movies with girls. We didn't walk out of fucking Transformers, Revenge of the Horse shit, whatever the fuck those pieces of garbage are called.
Star Wars movie that just probably shouldn't have. And then there was, we shouldn't have even seen all that one.
My friends and I sat through Nacho Libre and gave it a standing ovation.
Well, yeah.
When everyone else in the theater left. But we left. And that's why the question is, does this movie have redeeming value enough to have shelf life? The answer may surprise you.
So stick around till the end.
I'm not going to talk about the production.
It's going to be like 5 minutes.
I don't give a flying fuck about the production. It doesn't matter.
I don't think it does with this one.
Let me explain why he made the movie.
Okay, go ahead.
At least let me explain that.
Wow, we actually have a why. Okay, go on.
He wanted to make a movie for his kids. And his sons, who are 9 years old when the movie was being made or came out, didn't like PG movies. They thought they were lame. So he wanted to make a movie that was PG, but do everything that was risky or whatever, or like, ooh, this is adult, without hitting a PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point.
There you go. We have background.
And he knows impressions, so...
And he does some impressions.
I don't even think that we should be allowed to have a fake sponsor, quite frankly, for this episode.
I don't think...
It's going to be 30 seconds of just white noise. That's all you're getting. You're not I'm ashamed to put a fake sponsor on this episode.
Oh my god.
Rachel, is there anything that you found in any of your research that you want to talk about before we hit the break?
I don't think so.
This movie is directed by Perry Andolin Blake, by the way. God, save his soul. He's mostly a production designer. This is the only movie he directed. It's a Happy Madison production, which explains a lot. After the break, we will walk through Master of Disguise. And we're back with another walkthrough.
You didn't think we were coming back, did you? We just walk out of Shelf Life like we did the movie.
It's just an hour of dead air. You're like, I don't think they're coming back.
They're not coming back. We just come back after an hour and go, you're still here?
We thought that you got the idea.
We thought we made our point.
No. We need to do this. This is what we've decided to do with our podcast, no matter what. Because we don't know what's going to happen during our discussion. We really don't.
We don't. Maybe we'll be like, wow, that actually got me. I liked that joke. You don't know. It could be a great impression.
I started watching this movie, Rachel, on Tubi. Mm-hmm. The only place that you should be allowed to watch this movie. And God bless Tubi.
Yeah, poor Tubi.
I do love Tubi.
They're great.
It's not Tubi's fault. I love that they just stream
anything.
Literally
everything else.
And they should be should be in good standing for that.
Their tagline should just be, we stream everything else. And then that's it.
Yes. For everything else, there's Tubi.
There's Tubi.
That should be
Tubi! Sponsor us! For everything else, there's Tubi.
They really don't deserve to be dragged down with Master of Disguise. But I started watching the movie, and 5 minutes in, my internet stopped working. And I took it as a sign from God that I really shouldn't be watching the movie at that point in time. So I waited a day and watched the rest of it. Now, Rachel, I know that you watched this movie with your husband.
I did.
because this is his fault. So I know that you were like, you're going to fucking sit there and you're going to watch all 72 minutes of this with me.
Yeah.
I've known your husband 6 months less than you. I can picture him sitting there waiting for the jokes that he knows and doing his laugh. And if that son of a bitch laughed at these jokes, then he deserves a DVD copy. That's all I'm saying.
I think he laughed more at my reaction to the jokes.
Knowing that this was his fault.
Because he kept looking over at me, like, waiting for me to react the entire movie.
So let's dive right into it. This is Master of Disguise. Will it have shelf life? Are we wrong? Are the people that I assume are younger than us that are fans or have nostalgia for the movie? I guess. Like, are they right?
They could be older.
No, I refuse to believe that. Because, like, I saw some reviews, too, that were like, oh, my family all went, and I've never seen my dad laugh harder. And it's like, sir, I need your father to take a psych evaluation. Like...
He was drunk. He was drunk watching that movie.
No, that's not... There's no excuse.
There's
that's
no
not
excuse?
an excuse?
Oh, okay.
The only excuse is to be criminally insane.
Okay.
The Joker himself, sitting there
he would
laughing
have
at
shot
it...
the screen. He would have shot the screen and laughed. But anyways, go on with your joke. I'm sorry.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
So let's get right into it. As we said, it's a Happy Madison production, which I personally believe it explains a lot.
It does.
So Adam Sandler is a producer on this movie. We're going to do Adam Sandler at some point on the show. I do think that there are funny Adam Sandler movies. The problem is, I think that I've thought that they were funny. I saw them when I was a kid.
Right.
So I have nostalgia for them. So I'm worried that I'm wrong.
Oh, I already know if we go back. I know.
But the line, those are very quotable.
Be specific lines, yes.
And in a comedy, I look for quotes. Even an absurdist comedy like Airplane or Naked Gun.
Mm-hmm.
I want stuff that I can repeat as a joke.
Right.
Because if you haven't noticed, Rachel and I repeat shit all the fucking time.
Right.
There is one line that gets repeated from this fucking movie ad nauseum, and it's because I think, as you said, Rachel, people saw the trailer.
The trailer has all of the quoted lines from this movie. All of them.
I think it does.
I went back and I watched the trailer after this.
Back. We just don't want to talk about this movie. All right, Rachel. Let's dive right into this movie. And it begins.
It begins.
The score starts really mysterious, and then it turns into this like pop song. I can't remember what the pop song was.
I legitimately
it's, like, fun.
Right. I legitimately went, okay, maybe it's more serious than I thought. Maybe it was all just in my head that we hated it that much at the beginning of this.
It gets a little cartoonish. There's cartoonish versions of the cast as it flips through like a book, and it's changing outfits like a disguise. James Brolin. James Brolin is in this. Jennifer Esposito, Data from Star Trek, Brett Spiner. They're all there.
Yeah.
One name that I caught.
Okay.
Dino Stampanopoulos from Community. Starburns is a producer on this film.
Starburns.
It's got to be the low point of his career.
It has to be.
I guess maybe he had to do this to get an in Hollywood or something. I was disappointed to see his name.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sad. I'm so sorry, Starburns.
It goes on for a while. Because I was like, how long do these opening credits go for? It's
about 4 minutes.
3 minutes.
Oh yeah, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. It's 3 minutes of credits.
Already.
Of opening credits.
Right.
Before the movie starts. For the Master of Disguise.
This isn't White where you can have 10 minutes of credits at the beginning.
This isn't the fucking 10 Commandments or Ben-Hur. You're making a 72-minute movie. You should not have 3 minutes of opening credits.
No.
I don't know anything about making movies. I don't. I'm not in the business. I don't know a goddamn thing.
But we're a consumer. We're the people you want to watch your stuff. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
It goes through this Illuminati eye, and then an old man gives us a scroll reading. Mm-hmm. So the scroll is on there, but it's for 9-year-olds, allegedly. So the movie reads it to you, because it's for dumb 9-year-olds. And it talks about how a family protected the world via disguises forever. They never say spies, I don't think, in this movie at all. No,
because I think it's just Master of Disguise. They don't say spy.
Like, they're supposed to...
But I think it's like a spy without saying spy type of situation.
I think so, too. Like, it feels like they wanted... Like I said, it feels like it should be a ripoff of Austin Powers. But Austin Powers is as a parody of spy movies. I don't know what this wants to be a parody of.
I don't know.
This feels like a precursor to those epic movie, date movie, quote unquote parody movies. We are never going to do those, folks.
No.
Because those have no redeeming quality. There is no art to it. It's garbage. It should be consumed by no human being on the planet, and those people should be tried for crimes against humanity.
All right.
We go into it after the scroll, and no, Rachel, sneeze right into the microphone. Who fucking cares? So it starts in Italy, 1979. We're at a rich mansion type house, and a man in a leisure suit is exiting. He's chasing down Bo Derek. Rachel, Bo Derek, you probably don't even know who Bo Derek is.
I know the name now that you said it out loud. I don't know. I didn't know who this was. I just thought it was some woman. You seeing it,
you had no idea who this cameo was, right?
Correct.
Because by the 90s, she was washed up. Who the fuck went into this movie in 2002, a movie for 9-year-olds, and knew who Bo Derek was? She was married to a 70-year-old man when she was 20 years old, I think even younger than that, in the 70s and 80s. Okay. And she was ridiculously hot in the 70s and 80s. But by now, she's just kind of a middle-aged woman. But she's dressed up like she is in some movie that she was in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
That's the joke.
Is that what the joke is?
Yeah.
Okay.
The narrator, the old man, says that is his son. And I guess that's the joke, is that it's Bo. It's very hard to do movies like this because there's only so many ways to say this isn't funny. And I don't want it to just be an hour and a half of us saying, yes, that's right, folks.
Yeah. No, I understand. Mm-hmm.
Freeze frames as she beats up people, and then she dives off this gate on the top of the mansion.
She
does like a squirrel suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she gets away in this little Italian car.
I didn't have anything else to say to that. Sorry.
No, that's appropriate. That's appropriate because just like this movie, you didn't know how to end the joke. So it speeds away as the men are arrested. I don't know about you, Rachel, but the taking of the mask off was insanely creepy. It was disturbing.
Yeah.
The way that the mask comes off.
The masks in this
it's
are
like
kind of
something
disturbing.
out of a body horror movie.
Well, yes, because the skin falls off, and then this larger man appears with a very fuzzy mustache.
Yeah, it's James Brolin, and I went, oh, how embarrassing for him.
There's a lot of actors in this where I was just like, either they look embarrassed in this movie.
Jennifer Esposito looks embarrassed.
She does.
She looks like she can tell that her career is going nowhere.
When we get to her, okay, I feel like most of the time they didn't have a script, and she just was like,
she doesn't know.
She had to just work with his jokes, and didn't know how to react.
I agree.
I felt so bad for her. I was like, you should have said no. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she should have said no. She should have absolutely said no. Brent Spiner apparently came out and said, he knows people don't like this movie, but they had a lot of fun making it, and he thinks, it was fun making it, so whatever. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Anyways, moving on. Who's in the car? Let's talk about who's in the car.
James Brolin is in the car. A serious actor, James Brolin is. He takes the mask off, and he says that he will not let his son become a master of disguise. He will not know his true destiny. We don't really know why.
Yeah, there is no why.
It doesn't appear that anything went wrong on this mission.
He looks like he saw some stuff. I don't know why, but he looks like he's like, I just can't let him go through this. And I'm just like, why? And then we meet the son and we understand why. Because he already knew at this age that this son shouldn't be a master of disguise.
Well, because I think that the son needs to be in some sort of remedial class.
An insane asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuts to America present day. I don't know if we're in New York. It feels like it's like Little Italy. I think that's the idea.
I didn't really know where we were, but yeah.
It's Anytown, USA, Rachel.
It's like some city town, small.
It's a
large.
small block of
set pieces.
Street.
You're at Universal. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. There's stereotypical Italian music playing. The old man or the dad says he won't learn the truth about the urge to disguise himself. The dad walks in to a room to see Dana Carvey putting on a disguise. Rachel, Dana Carvey in this movie's name and your impressions of him as a actor, comedian, and human being.
Hold on, because I have to remember what his name is.
Pistachio.
Oh, that's right, Pistachio. The son's name is Pistachio. I don't know how old he is.
Correct.
I hate him. He annoys me.
Yeah, this character has no redeeming value.
He grates on my nerves the entire time.
Yes, this might be like Jar Jar Binks.
Oh no, Jar Jar is over. Pistachio down here.
1,000 times.
Jar Jar Binks up here.
If they both knocked on the fucking door to come to dinner, I would let Jar Jar in 100 times out of 100 more than this fucking degenerate that is in this movie.
Yeah, I would seat Jar Jar at the head of the table and put up a sign that says no pistachios.
Because Jar Jar had redeeming qualities.
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, a Shelf Life shirt coming to you soon, no pistachios.
Can it be a bowl of pistachios and then it's Pistachio looking on from like a window? Like he's looking in and there's a bowl of pistachios and it says no pistachio and it's just the pistachio
it's
character.
That or we just rip off the Turtle Club symbol and then like the bottom of it says the Turtle Club and at the bottom it says no pistachios or something like that would also be fine.
Because I was thinking like no homers, no pistachios.
No, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, thank you.
You're allowed to have a bowl of the nuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just not that nut.
I got Sorry, continue. I needed to make my point because I thought in my head Jar Jar Binks is such a better character than this fucking asshole.
I don't know if he's supposed to be charming at any point in time, but he's not. I don't know.
No.
It's not even he's not even like, "Oh, he's funny. I enjoy his company." I don't.
There's He's awful.
He's really bad.
You can be stupid. Rachel and I love stupid characters in fiction.
Yeah.
Homer Simpson might be one of my favorite characters in the canon of Western fiction. And he's a goddamned moron. But he has redeeming qualities.
Right.
And is likable.
Right.
This man is a monster. He's a fucking idiot. He has no sense of awareness.
No.
Or skills.
No.
He has no skill.
No.
He's not even good at the disguises. He's an ignoramus. He belongs
yeah.
And not even in an insane asylum. He shouldn't be along the general population. He belongs
on a deserted
in
island?
a fucking padded cell.
That's fine.
I'm sorry, continue. His name is Pistachio. Pistachio disguise.
And that's how they talk
Carvey,
all the time.
Who is good at impressions.
You could have fooled me if this was my first time.
Folks, the impressions aren't good. He's not good at them. None of the impressions are good.
Is that the joke? Is that supposed to be the joke? Is he not supposed to be good at the impressions that he's doing in his own show? Like, I don't
know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Let's keep going. Did you have any more about Pistachio? So he's a fucking idiot.
Right.
And he talks with this terrible Italian accent. Oh, hello, papa.
Yeah, he does a lot of very insensitive things. So just get ready for that.
That's a good way to say it. So they go through... He has underwear on his head. And he's got shaving cream on his face.
I think he's supposed to be a wizard. It's like a beard.
Is that what he's doing? Okay.
Yeah, it's a beard.
Because they say that he has the urge to disguise himself and he doesn't understand why. And that would be a good trait that never comes back or has any
he's like
merit
really
in the
good
film.
at it. Like he does it all the time. So now he's like always disguising himself, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's pistachio, isn't it?" And it's like, you know, he's getting into some meddlesome thing, and they don't really know who it is. And then they're like, "Oh," and then it becomes, "Oh, I'm pistachio," and then fine. No, that doesn't happen.
They go through his history. He slaps the doctor as a baby. Isn't that funny? He mimics his teacher in school. Isn't that funny? Blows up in the science lab. He puts too much stuff in and it blows him up, and that's funny, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what that one had to do with anything, because he wasn't like disguised.
Because he was saying the same thing as the teacher.
Oh.
So the teacher was saying, like, and then you want to pour this in, and he was like, but make sure to only do a little.
So
but
all he
could
likes
get
to
that
do
point,
is mimic people?
He mimics.
Yeah, that's
people.
mimicry.
I want a psychotherapist to watch this movie and come up with clinically what's wrong with this man. He mocks the jocks in gym class, but he tries to use the same weights. He can't do it. He hits a wall. He's got the underwear on his head again in that flashback.
Yeah, he just keeps putting underwear on his head.
Is that a joke?
I think it's a joke.
Okay. We go back to the present day, and Walking on Sunshine plays as he runs down the stairs. And I wrote in my notes, is he slow? Is he stupid? Is it because he's a second-generation immigrant? Are we supposed to think that's why he's awkward? I'm trying to figure it out. I am honestly trying to figure out what we're supposed to think about this character. He wants to find the girl just like his mama.
This is creepy. That's creepy. You have mommy issues, sir.
Yeah,
you have issues.
Like, people say they want to find, like, oh, he's looking for a girl like his mother, and it's supposed to be, like,
a loving, caring person. Or he wants a person like his mom because he wants somebody to take care of him.
He wants somebody to take care of him, yeah.
Right.
He wants someone like his mom for a very specific reason.
Her ass. He wants a big bottom lady. He likes them round. He likes the curves in every place. Yeah. I can't bring North by Northwest into this.
Go ahead, Rachel.
The curves.
Bring one of the greatest movies of all time into this. So there's this girlfriend that he has named Sophia. He calls her his love cake. I don't know if that's an ass joke, now that I'm like saying it aloud. And she tells him...
It must be, because it's the cake, the butt, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were calling asses cake in 2002, but we probably were.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
She tells him he isn't her type, and she leaves. She looks like Temu Marissa Tomei. She looks like they wanted to get Marissa Tomei, and she was like, God, no, not on your life, not a chance in hell. So they got this woman.
I know this actress.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah. Because I kept going, there's a lot of actors in this.
Just unfortunately.
Like, why?
Oh, she's the mom in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Maria Canals Barrera. I'm going to say that horribly wrong. But yeah, she's the mom in Wizards of Waverly Place, which is where I know her. But I think I've seen her in other stuff probably too. But it's just like one of those things where it's just like...
I mean, thank God this didn't derail her career, because
I know it
Wizards
could have.
of Waverly Place.
We'll probably have that on Shelf Life at some point. You know, we got to probably talk about that one.
If I remember correctly, I like Wizards of Waverly
enjoyable.
Place.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah, we'll see if... Yeah.
It's probably very cringy now. I feel like all of those are very cringy.
I'm sure it's like that in iCarly, and the rest of them probably don't hold up, but that's what Shelf Life's for. So on her way out, as she leaves, she knocks over a sign with her ass.
Right.
Because
Because they poofed that thing out.
Yeah, it's like an ass, like a fat suit ass.
Right.
In this girl's pants.
Mm-hmm.
His dad comes by and looks upset about the predicament, but I don't know why.
I don't know whether he's upset or what it is.
I don't know what emotion we're supposed to understand. It's almost like he wants...
Go on.
He wants the son to move out, maybe. He wants
Maybe
the
he's
son
just
to
like,
have a girlfriend.
did you lose? Did she say no? Because, God, I wanted you to leave so badly. Maybe that's why he's upset.
I don't know. Other than the fact that the dad protected him from the spy game for some reason.
Right.
We don't know what the relationship with his dad is like at all.
Right. Right.
There's no end of Act 1. I just want what's best for you, Pistachio. But that papa, I want to see the world or whatever. There's nothing like that where he can be like, no, Pistachio, stop doing this, or like, you're fine. Like,
right.
There's one line when when he tries to give the Texans their order,
right,
as the waiter, and they're like, is there something fucking wrong with you, son?
Yeah, because
and he's like, hey, don't make fun of my son.
Mimicking them. That was it.
And the dad is like,
but
it's okay, you're a pistachio. Off. Yeah, like, he doesn't explain to him like anything, and the pistachio goes like, but I like to play dress up, or whatever fucking thing he could say.
Yeah.
Like, the dad never like is like, no, you will not do this. Like, he never like, there's never any tension there.
No, there really isn't. It's just like he's annoyed by him wanting to be a master of disguise without knowing. We're all annoyed with Pistachio, okay? We get it. We understand.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine putting up with this guy for 30 years or whatever.
Well, he's got to be at least 40.
Well, he was 45 when the movie was made.
Okay, so that makes sense then. So he is like a 40-year-old virgin living in your home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This man is an incel that doesn't know that he's an incel. If the internet was like more prevalent, he would have been a terrible menace to society.
Yeah. Oh, because he would be pretending to be different people. Oh. He'd have so many different usernames. Mm-hmm. And they'd be gross. Gross usernames.
A kid comes by, he's skateboarding, he falls. I think that's supposed to be funny. Carvey goes out, and this guy's like, hey, Pistachio, cheer up this kid, do one of your funny voices. I'll do a line from the movie of Shrek, because I hated the Michael Myers.
Didn't Shrek just come out like the year before this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it did.
Okay. Go on.
But a movie like this, Rachel, it takes probably about 2 weeks to shoot.
I would imagine.
So,
I would imagine.
He does a donkey and a Shrek impression, and legitimately, his Eddie Murphy impression is pretty good. I don't know if you would call it insensitive.
A little bit.
But it's pretty good.
It's okay. I feel like it was a bit more Mr. T than Eddie Murphy.
Interesting. Okay.
Don't
I
you
have
think?
to go back and listen to it again, and I never planned to.
Let me do that.
You ready? Okay.
Why don't you get away from me, donkey?
What you talk about get away from you? I'm making waffles.
I thought he had the diction right.
Maybe
for
you're
Eddie
right.
Murphy.
Maybe you're right,
should.
and I'll just take this out because I just don't care.
His I'm making waffles, I thought, was pretty good.
Anyways, it's fine. I think he does okay. I don't know. It's not. I don't think it would make me laugh though if this weird man-child
he doesn't say
does this to me.
He is a man-child.
He doesn't even get the line right, so it's just like, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't get the line right. It's not a particularly funny line. Well, no, I'm making waffles is a funny line.
Classic
you and I
line.
talked about that. We love that line.
Classic line.
And then this kid is unamused by it.
Very unamused.
So it's like, is that a dig at Mike Myers and Shrek? Because it's like the kid doesn't think it's funny at all.
Oh, is
He's
that what
like
it's supposed
stone-faced. We're going to be better than Shrek and Austin Powers. Fucking Scottish bastard thinks that he can take all the roles for me. So this dog comes by. Deprecious. Now I think the joke is that he just looks like a mangy mutt.
It's a cute dog.
Because they're talking about how cute
I feel like
he
I've
is.
seen this dog in other films before.
It's like a Benji-like looking dog.
It's adorable. Little wire hair.
The kid never had a dog, nor a papa. And the Pistachio goes, oh, he is a papa deficient. And I was like, all right, that's a joke. That worked for me, because he's like, oh, you don't have a dad. Like, oh, you're papa deficient. Like, and Pistachio tells... I can't. Pistachio tells the kid that he can play with cuteness whenever he feels like it.
Right, yeah. He's just trying to be nice to this kid.
Yeah,
he's
so
always
they
nice to
introduce
this
each
kid.
other. Mm-hmm. He's a waiter at his dad's restaurant. We find out that the dad has opened up an Italian restaurant in lieu of being a spy or master of disguise.
Comes in, like, with all these plates. Like, oh, is he actually going to be really, like, like dexterous.
Yeah,
and
like,
he's
is he a
going to be,
really
like,
good
he
waiter?
Yeah, because he's like, oh, he can get around really easy, and he has all of this like stacked up, and then like, oh, we're gonna have it where he like almost drops it all, but then he's able to catch it. Like that's what I was expecting.
No. This other waiter, who I think was a actor, I saw somebody point out that he was arrested on January 6th. This waiter.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Not arrested on January 6th, but arrested due
to
from the events.
of January 6th. Wow.
So there you go. That's a fun fact.
Wow.
I hope it's not the same guy.
I hope it's not the same guy. Oh.
Anyway. So
this
this waiter...
It's a shitty movie
like,
anyways, so... If he was a
yeah,
shitty person, he deserves to be shitty movie.
So the guy is supposed to be this, like, other waiter, and he trips Pistachio, who falls over, and then everyone at this table gets spaghetti all over their faces.
Right.
And then he gets on the table, and he's like, oh, this is fine, you can eat the spaghetti, and he grates
still
cheese
good.
on them all.
Here's some cheese.
This is painfully unfunny. So bad. I'm not going to do this because I don't want to cause neurons to fire in a child, but I would be curious to see what a child thinks about this, because as we mentioned, we walked out of the theater.
Yeah, we did.
So I want to know what a child thinks of this. He goes up to this big Texan guy, looks like, the stereotypical Texan from The Simpsons.
Which everything is in this as stereotypical.
Stereotypical as you can fucking imagine,
okay,
yes.
Stereotypical, insensitive, racist, slanderous.
Yes.
Just, what other words can I say?
Just, yes.
Any ism and ists that you could think of is probably in this movie.
So something breaks in his fucking stupid brain.
Yeah.
And he starts mocking their southern accents. Is it because they have accents?
I think it's because they have accents. So then he got, like, excited. I don't know. I thought he had a trigger word and it was meatballs. Yeah. I thought, oh my god, okay, he has a trigger word.
That would have been good.
It's meatballs. And they have this stupid Italian restaurant, so meatballs are always triggering him. And then he does his weird disguise. He has to all of a sudden turn into somebody.
That would have been good.
It would have been funnier.
He has It would have given a reason, because he just starts mimicking them, and I was like, oh, is it gonna be that? You know what would have also been good? If he gets worked up or anxious, he just starts doing it.
Yes, he just becomes somebody else.
Like, if he gets upset, or he, like, starts to get, instead of getting angry, he never gets angry, he just starts, turns into somebody else.
Right.
So that he doesn't get angry.
They take care of it.
And then he has to learn
him.
to, like, do the anger at the end to be able to save the day.
And actually,
or he learns that he can
maybe
just
he's
be
mad
himself.
at his dad or something. Yeah. And then he learns that he can just be himself.
None of that happens. None of that.
No.
The meatball idea, though, Rachel, would have been good. Anyway.
I really thought that was what it was going to be. And then I was just like, oh, I don't think it is.
The dad comes over to tell him to stop mimicking them, and he kicks the couple out for calling him an idiot or whatever.
Which, I mean, they are making fun of... He is making fun of them. And you're going to kick me out because your waiter is making
don't worry,
fun
Rachel.
of me?
They don't leave. The rest of the scene, the dad, James Brolin, and Dana Carvey are just walking away, and that couple doesn't budge. So they don't leave.
No.
Despite the fact that the owner was like, please leave.
Maybe this happens all the time, and he just does it for Pistachio. I'm going to make you leave. Don't leave. I need your money. Like, is that what it is?
That could have also been an angle where the restaurant's losing money.
Yeah.
And they're actually in disguise now. Like,
yes,
they changed their name and stuff because he doesn't want to, like, and Pistachio does something stupid like, I'm going to market the restaurant, and that's how, like, Data figures out who he is.
Right.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Nothing actually happens.
Nothing happens in this movie. Pistachio says that he has voices in his head. James Brolin is like, oh, well, it doesn't matter if you have all these voices in your head. Like, you're a disguisee. Like, it's fine to just be a good waiter.
Just be you.
Pistachio goes, yes, that's what one of the voices is always telling me.
It's one of the choir voices. That one was okay.
It's one of the choir ones.
Yeah,
that's a good joke.
That was fine.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Because then he has all these voices in his head, so I kind of was like, okay, so he does have something going on, you know? And they're all trying to take over. Like, he actually does have personas in his brain.
It's like Split with M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, like,
this could have
just
been
turned
like
Master of Disguise into a horror movie. I think it's the same movie then.
He should be living in the basements of a zoo or whatever the fuck is going on in that movie.
That was weird. Yeah.
I would love to see a remake of this directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Because you know what? It would be funnier. I guarantee it. Pistachio thinks that it's his destiny to be somewhere else, but James Brolin is like, no, don't think that way. And then there is this terrible Papa Don't Preach joke. He just quotes the fucking song. That's all he does. And I don't know who that joke is for, because a 9-year-old in 2002 does not know what that is. So that's for the adults?
I guess it would be.
It's such a fucking Dana Carvey joke, too. I could see this smug bastard doing that on SNL or something.
Probably.
It felt like a Mike Myers joke, actually. Like, you could see him being, like, going off on a tangent, like, doing, like, a Barbra Streisand song to no one in the middle of the movie. Or Robin Williams. I guess it's just that kind of style of comedy.
Right. Also, you had... His name is Rex in this.
Who?
His name is Jay Johnston. And he did plead guilty for January 6th.
So I had the wrong guy?
You just had the wrong guy.
Excellent.
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. Great.
Yeah.
Sophia is making out with the terrorist, and then... Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And whatever your political affiliation is, fuck that guy. She says a line that I think sums up the movie. Do you remember what that line is, Rachel? I'm going to put the clip in.
Look, Pistachios, the silly voices, the making faces, it was fun for like 1 second, okay?
Only 1 second?
Probably told we need you to be more stereotypical. But anyways, look,
Yeah.
Pistachios, the silly voices, the making faces. It was fun for like 1 second, okay? Only...
Yeah, that's the
I
thesis.
never wanted to go out with you.
That shows a level of self-awareness that disturbs me on an artistic level.
Yes. You're acting like you're self-aware. But then
Yeah.
you did this.
But then you did this anyway. Some guys try to kidnap the parents. Brolin fights back, but they take him anyway. And then there's like a man in all white with a cigar watching as his henchmen do this. They ransacked the house, allegedly, and Pistachio panics. You don't see the ransacking happen. It looks like maybe a lamp got knocked over.
Yeah, there's like
I
stuff
don't
just
see anything
knocked
else.
over. Probably papers and things just look like pictures are diagonal and crooked.
He calls the police and he tells them that his parents were kidnapped, and they tell him, do not call us again.
Well,
Because
yeah.
they probably get calls from this man-child all the time.
Probably. I don't know how many times he was calling them and but why didn't you just call them once? And then why did you hold a cannoli?
He prays with this cannoli, and he says he doesn't know what to do, and passes out, and then the scene just kind of ends. This is the first of many, the scene just kind of ends. This is the scene just kind of ends.
Yeah, he does that thing again where there's always these repeating lines and echoes, and
He repeats his lines a million times.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what that.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's because it's for children, maybe? And it's like, they're too
Because
stupid.
he goes
You have to say it
cross-eyed
5
and stuff
times.
too. Oh.
It's like when Vince McMahon would make them repeat shit a million times because he thought his audience was fucking stupid. It's the same idea.
Yeah, that makes sense. But so when he did it this first time, because he does I don't know what to do, and his eyes go cross, and he passes out.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what to do.
So he does that, and then, right, it cuts to the next scene where we have an exorcist.
Why? Why is there an Exorcist parody?
So I thought, we're going in a little dream sequence where he passes out and he's gonna dream something, and then maybe he gets a clue as to what he could do, and then he wakes up because like
Sure.
because there was actually going to be a scene from The Exorcist or something.
Yeah.
But it's literally just like, we're going to show you that
Just the
famous scene of
reference.
the reference of, oh, here he
it's
comes.
just the poster.
And that's
yeah.
it.
It has no bearing on anything.
And then it
There's
wasn't.
No
There was no, yeah.
grandpa. It's his grandpa.
It's his grandpa.
But the grandpa isn't creepy. He doesn't have a Max von Sydow accent. He doesn't pretend to be an exorcist.
No.
He doesn't have a Bible or anything with him that would indicate that there is no reason.
Which I thought,
for it.
I was like, oh, okay, so then maybe there are going to do like an exorcist thing, and this isn't like a dream sequence, and he's going to exorcise him to have the disguisey thing. Like, he was going to become a master of disguise because he's going to, exorcise it out of him.
I'm going to exercise.
I don't know.
There's all the voices in you.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's like, all the
It's
demons,
so-
but instead of demons, they're characters. I'm going to exorcise the characters, or something.
Yeah. It's so tonally out of place. It makes absolutely no sense. And again, other than myself probably at the time, what kid knows this reference?
I don't know.
Is it for the adults? Because then you didn't do anything with it. It's
didn't
just a
do
moment
anything
to
with it.
point at the screen. Anyway, that happens.
This movie's giving me a headache.
The old man says he's there to help him find the parents. It's his grandfather. Pistachio thinks it's his sister.
I don't understand it. It was so dumb.
What is that? What is that joke?
Because he says, my father, your son, you're my sister. And I'm like, what does that mean? And then,
He's
that
a fucking moron.
That just means he's stupid.
He needs to have a redeeming quality.
He has nothing.
You need to make this character likable.
So then I was like, oh, maybe he'll be really good at disguising. He's not.
Pistachio asks, how did you know I needed help? And he says he'll tell him later. We'll get to that later. And I don't think we ever find out.
I don't think we do.
Come to think of it. Like, I don't think you do.
I don't think we do. It also kind of makes it feel like he was a part of it, like he was in on it, because he wanted Pistachio to be part of the Master of Disguise. So then he was just
why
like,
not?
oh good, his dad is taken, I can make him part of the fold or cult or whatever.
Rachel's losing her mind. So they go in, he's eating meatballs. This giant meatball, by the way, it's like the size of his fucking head. Which I think is a joke.
I think it is.
Because the mom is constantly cooking. And I thought it was going to be a joke about how she's like an Italian woman and all they do is cook.
Right.
But she's Irish for some reason. The mom has an Irish accent.
That's true. She does, doesn't she? Huh. I don't get it.
They make an Ask Jeeves joke. Because they're like, the grandpa asked something about
that has
how
no
he
shelf
knows, and he
life.
goes, did you ask Jeeves?
That has no
At least
shelf
it was
life.
a joke, though.
At least it was a joke.
At least it was a
At
joke.
least it was a joke.
I can't even think of like a good bit for us to go into, to be honest,
I
Rachel.
don't
I was like, is there an
know.
Ask Jeeves bit? And I'm like, I don't know, forget it. The grandpa asks Pistachio if he heard slapping
You're right.
like this, and they make the
he
stock
slaps him.
sound of the slapping. Like, it may even be
It's like
in
a
our fucking
punch slap?
soundboard.
A punch slap.
We've done it before on the show. I know I've put that in as a sound effect on some episode. Jim Cotta, probably.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
'cause-
better movie.
Better movie.
1,000%.
I would
better
watch that chase scene 5 times before watching this again.
movie. Oh, at least.
At least.
The sweet relief of that Jim Cotta chase scene.
Yes.
My kingdom for the Jim Cotta chase
I
scene.
would watch him do the pommel horse thing with the swinging of his legs and kicking people. I would prefer that.
I would watch The Holiday. On loop.
That's it. That's the joke. I would watch The Holiday. What's one that I could say?
Animal House.
Damn it! I knew you were gonna bring that up because I even said it. I said he's gonna say which one's better, Animal House or Master of Disguise.
No, it's not even a debate for
It's
you.
not!
Because you saw the merits of the jokes in Animal House.
I
even if you didn't
did,
like
and
them.
that's yeah. I did. It's not even a question. It's just sad that I have to say it.
there's a lady maid dusting, and Pistachio, because he's an idiot, thinks that it's just a maid that they've never had.
Right.
But the grandpa is demonstrating that he is in disguise. So the disguises that the grandpa and that James Brolin can do are...
They literally,
they
mystique
literally
turn
become another
into
person.
a person. They mystique themselves into somebody.
They have that ability. Pistachio does
not.
He can only use prosthetics and quick disguises that magically apparently appear to him.
Right.
But he can't literally turn into other people. He flicks this poor lady's face, this poor woman that is in this movie. Pistachio's talking about how it has the skin is like a baby bottom. That's what he says about this large Hispanic-looking woman's
She looks so annoyed.
skin. Well, she's supposed to be, because it is the grandpa.
Yeah, but I feel like so
he's doing
is
a
the
fairly
actress.
decent job. So he takes the mask off and stuff. We see the grandpa again. We don't see that on screen. That happens
No,
off
that
screen.
one actually is an off-screen removal. They only had probably so much money to do a little bit of that squeegee CGI.
Oh, no, we can get into the budget, Rachel. Later.
Yeah, we haven't. We'll do it later. It's fine.
Tells Pistachio that he's a master of disguise, and they go through the whole history of disguises saving the world.
Oh,
They helped...
man. This lovely little montage. The only good one was maybe the one where they're like a Roman statue, and then they stop the guy from stealing.
Yeah, at least that was like a disguise.
Right. The other one, he's a flipping tree and says like something to a young George Washington. And then
that one didn't make any sense.
It didn't make
either.
any sense. And then there's
the
Abraham Lincoln one.
Might be one of the worst moments in cinema history.
It was very upsetting.
I'm going to make you describe it, Rachel. I don't even want to describe it.
So apparently,
I'm purposely trying to make Rachel get a migraine, by the way, folks, because I want her to feel.
It's actually happening.
I want her to feel upset.
So Abraham Lincoln is apparently really bad at speeches, which we know is the opposite. So
that's the joke. Yeah.
And so a master of disguise-y person pretends to be Abraham Lincoln, and instead of doing like an actual speech, he dances. And I remember the stupid dance because I was like, wait a minute. And I had this stupid memory of kids doing this dance.
But not from this movie. Are you for real?
Yes.
The Abraham Lincoln, the hands up in the air. Yeah.
Yes. The flailing one. Yeah. And I don't know if it's from something else too. But I'm like, I have this vivid memory of kids doing that. It was very upsetting.
I wouldn't be surprised if you put together a montage of all of the scenes of Dana Carvey dancing, if it's 20% of the
Does he
runtime.
just do that, the same dance every time?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
so maybe it's just him
I think he
dancing
does it again
then.
as Scarface later on.
Okay. Oh, no, I didn't mean in this movie. I just meant in general.
Oh, is this a Dana Carvey dance?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I bet this is a dance that he does for his kids.
Probably. It looks a lot
this
of this.
Probably a dance he did for his kids.
Right.
Because all of the impressions, by the way, spoiler alert for the rest of this episode of Shelf Life, he doesn't say anything funny. He just repeats silly noises over and over in a costume.
Yeah.
That's every single disguise.
There was one disguise where I was like, okay, maybe. And then I went, never mind.
The British one. Or the old lady.
The old lady. And I immediately went, okay.
I did
this
too.
one looks okay. This one
the
so
exact
far.
Same reaction.
And then he did something, and I went, never mind.
Yep,
I spoke too
I
soon.
wrote the exact same thing. I was like, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I wrote the exact same thing. Because every single time it's some disguise, and then he just goes a million fucking times, and it's like, this isn't fucking funny! If your 10-year-old kid finds it funny, great! Make the movie and don't release it!
This should have been like an instant. This is like an instant DVD. Like it should have just been direct to DVD.
My neighbors are gonna think that I'm like having some sort of like
conniption.
Yeah. I'm gonna have like a knock at the door. What's happening? Okay, so they go through the histories of So the Abe Lincoln dancing joke, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Abe Lincoln's dancing. I watched a review with Phalis. I cannot remember the woman's name. They're like old school YouTubers.
Okay.
And they like spliced in a clip of the commentary with Dana Carvey and the director. Dana Carvey says Abraham Lincoln dancing, he does it very dry, almost to the point where he knows that this movie is terrible.
Yeah.
Because they're like, yeah, Abraham Lincoln dancing funny has never not been funny. And they're like, yeah, it works every time. I don't know. The scene is just there. It's just there. This is what you're doing.
You stink, 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 stink.
Sorry, say it again. I got really excited. It worked.
This is a very famous line from this movie, Rachel, because Pistachio won't shut the fuck up. His grandpa goes, "This is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do."
Then he does the thing with the
Remember
hands,
that?
the talking hand, and then the hand stops talking.
And the hand stops. That felt very Mike Myers. It felt very Austin Powers, like a zip it.
Right.
Like it's a zip it.
It is
joke,
a zip it, yeah. It's a shut up joke, yeah.
which was all the rage in the early aughts. It's a fine line. It's executed terribly. Like that could be funny.
Yeah.
The grandpa has on this like Illuminati robe. It's got like the all-seeing eye in this circle. So I don't know if the man.
I'm sorry. I'm done. Go ahead.
No. I'm sorry. I derailed the entire podcast. Where are we? So the grandpa's got this Illuminati robe on, and he says that he can't help, or he won't help. Which, again, from the commentary was that the studio told them that they needed to explain why the grandpa is there, but then he doesn't help at all.
Right.
So they threw in this scene where he hands them the book of the skies.
This was stupid.
And
I'm sorry, go on.
inside the book, it's a pop-up book.
It's a pop-up book.
Because it looks like this like old ancient text, like big book that would have like, scrolls and stuff in it, and then it turns out to be a pop-up book.
Right.
And one of the rules is that only a son can help find his father if he's ever kidnapped without direct help from his grandfather. Dana Carvey goes, that's a very specific rule.
Yeah.
Which is a good joke. Even though you're pointing out how stupid your movie is.
Right.
But that's okay.
That's fine.
In the context of
it's one of those
tone.
Right. It's one of those where it's like, oh, we have an oracle. We have a prophecy. We have a prophecy in our show, but it's a comedy, so we're gonna make fun of prophecies by making it really specific to the situation at hand.
Yeah,
which is funny.
Exactly.
That's a funny thing. Ha ha ha.
Yes. Ha 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 ha. His nest is how the grandpa describes it. So he asked Pistachio if there's like a place that his dad goes that's like quiet or whatever, and he says like, oh, the attic is mysterious. So they go to the attic, and the grandpa's like, it looks like a regular attic, but then there's some sort of artifact there, and stuff starts to Rube Goldberg turn on.
Yeah.
But you don't get to see it all happen.
No.
You just see like two little things of it happen, and they're implying that there's like all these, like, I don't think you even see the wall open up to the nest. I think they just go, there it is, and like
no, it opens.
The attic expanded.
The bookshelf opens.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, it does, and then it's just this massive room that's like bigger than the house.
There's a secret room, the nest. Pistachio says, "I'm going to be the master of disguise." Over and over again, like a total idiot, and the grandpa slaps him.
Well deserved.
Absolutely. He goes through a training montage.
Oh my god.
He does.
Yeah.
The jokes include disguises for dummies,
a
fat
suit
suit blowing up, biting an apple wrong.
Because he's got fake teeth, he has to learn how to bite an apple.
Putting face prosthetics on wrong.
just putting noses on his neck or whatever the hell he does.
He disguises as a schoolgirl, and a kid gives him a rose, and
Very-
the grandpa shakes his head.
Well, yeah, you should, because that's called pedophilia.
And then the music to all of this is his theme song, I guess.
What was it?
Yeah, the song is like, he's the master of disguise, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually 3 of those in this entire thing. So Devin Bowman is the name of Brent Spiner's character. He has Papa kidnapped, and Mama thinks that she's at home preparing dinner
Yeah, they're
because
drugging
they're
her.
feeding her.
Well, they
They're
are.
drugging her with this caramel corn, apparently, that's making her think that she is
Just needs to keep cooking.
Yeah, that she's at home. Well, she's at home, and the joke is that she's this fat Italian Irish lady, and all she does is cook for the restaurant, I guess. So she's just cooking constantly.
Well, yeah, but it's so weird because it's like she's cooking, but it's almost like she's on a cooking show or she's being like forced to do this, because at one point the stove erupts into flames and she goes, "Oh no!" and then starts cooking faster. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
are you on
like, I thought
some
that was
reality
it.
show
Yeah.
that you think you're on, and like they're going to murder you if you don't cook faster?
Or they told her that if she stops cooking, they'll murder him.
Right, and these are like threats.
But I guess we're supposed to think that she doesn't realize that she's there. He's demonstrating by starting the oven on fire that he can manipulate the kitchen to murder the wife. So he blackmails James Brolin into becoming a master of disguise again to steal treasures around the globe. And he laughs, and a little fart comes out.
Yes. Then he feels
and
awkward.
it's a well-timed fart, and it's a good moment of silence afterward.
Yeah.
It is a good joke.
You're a sick man, Bowman.
Yeah, there's at least a
It is a good
pause and
joke.
stuff. Mm-hmm.
And I can give the credit to Dana Carvey because he said, because I guess like in one of the cuts, they just went to like the next scene or whatever, and he was like, no, you need to sit on it. It needs to be super awkward. Like, that's the joke. The
That
joke
it's
is
awkward
that it's really
and he feels
awkward.
embarrassed.
Yeah. So
Right.
he got it. So it's at this point, Rachel, that I was like, oh, you know what? I think at this point, the movie's just kind of a nothing. It's not good, of course, but it's not like one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. It's just forgettable.
Uh-huh. Cut
So
to
Dana
the most
Carvey
racist thing I've ever seen. No, I'm
Dana
sorry, go ahead.
Carvey is sitting there in Indian face.
Yes.
I think you would call it brown face.
It has to be. It has to
He's
be.
literally in brown
He's
face,
got a
people.
turban.
He has a prosthetic nose on. He has fake teeth.
Mm-hmm.
He has a turban on.
Yes.
They have colored his skin brown.
Right.
And he's pretending to be a snake charmer.
Right.
The grandpa says that he needs to use the energy field that bonds all the disguises, which is called the Energico.
You know, like the Force, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be the Force, and I kept trying to think, is that like a joke? Was Energico a placeholder word because they couldn't think of a joke? So they just went with that.
Maybe.
The grandpa tells him that you need to repeat the mantra, become another person, become another person, become another person. So he starts doing that, and he like fucks it up the first time. Mm-hmm. And then he does it again, and as he does it, he starts using...
First of all, the grandpa says
Good lord. Good lord.
First of all, the grandpa says he looks like a cheap mimic. Well, now he sounds like one, too. He sounds like stereotypical...
Who are you now?
The question is not who I am, the question is who are you? I know who I am. I am Prince Lalejama from the Ringy Dingy Heights near Bombay, Calcutta, and New Delhi, India.
It's not even a poo.
It's not even a
Like,
poo.
I get that a poo's accent is racially charged because it's Hank Azaria doing it. Mm-hmm. But they have given Apu enough personality and charm and wit and humor that while the accent is stereotypical, it's what a stereotypical accent from someone from that region would sound like. This is so disrespectful.
This is disrespectful.
And racist that I cannot
it
believe.
wasn't like you were trying to do an accent. You know, when you do an accent and you try to do that accent. This was... No, you're making fun.
You're making fun of
Indian people.
He's outright making fun of someone being an Indian person.
Yes.
That's what this is.
Yes.
A cobra comes out, and he has to charm it, and he's got this little recorder with him, and he charms it. First of all, I don't remember what the name he says he is. He says he's from Ringy Dingy something. It's as bad as you think it is.
Do you want me to even tell you what it is?
Yes. I want you to say it. Yes. I want people to understand the joke from 2002. From 2002. The towers have fallen. And please don't say it with the accent.
Oh, did you really want me to try to do it? Because I can't.
Us doing it would be more respectful than what this was.
But it's Prince.
So he says Prince
Lali
Jamba.
Jamba from the Ringy Dingy Heights near Bombay, Calcutta.
Yeah, so he
and
says
New Delhi, India. In
the commentary, they said that they had to say India because they didn't want the audience to think that he was from Afghanistan.
Because they were recording, during 9/11.
During 9/11. This is the movie.
This is the movie. So
a cobra comes out and he charms it with this recorder that
sounds
plays
like a saxophone. It would have been better if it
is this over yet?
No, honestly, we've talked way too long about this, and we're only a half hour in.
The snake licks his face.
It's gross. It's weird.
He learns how to fight. They tell him that it's a open hand slapping, which it's open hand slapping, Rachel, because in a PG-13 movie you can punch, but you can't punch in a PG movie, so it's slapping, which could still be funny. Like, you can get jokes out of the fact that they slap people. That's fine. The grandpa says that you always use open hand because you make your point, but you leave your target with dignity. And the grandpa shows how to do it by slapping Dana Carvey, and Carvey goes to do it on this dummy, and the dummy slaps him back down. The who's your daddy moment then, because the grandpa is like, oh, when you slap him, you have to say who's your daddy.
Yeah.
And it just ends. Yeah. So he slaps the dummy and the scene just ends. The scene just ends. It just cuts to the next fucking scene, in which Michael Johnson, Olympic hero, is in this movie stealing the Constitution.
Right.
Because I guess they had the original idea for the fucking National Treasure series. And they let him take it, these security guards
for no reason. Other than he's a celebrity.
Because he's Michael Johnson. And they do the handoff, and then he leaves. So I guess that's funny. I guess kids would know who Michael Johnson is. Because remember, this is for 9-year-olds, according to the people that made it after the fact, because they wanted to not embarrass themselves.
Right. Yeah.
Pistachio plays with the sparring robot again. It slaps him back, and the robot... It's a robot now. It says, who's your daddy, with a robot voice.
Yeah, it becomes a robot
and
instead of just a dummy.
They're getting gelato. There's big-ass women there. And it turns out to be a dude with a mullet.
So then they're like, ooh.
This is so annoying. This movie is so fucking annoying.
But then they need a partner.
The grandpa tells him that there's 7,000 levels of disguising.
Yes.
And he needs to get an assistant if he wants to be a true master of disguise. We don't know why. They don't explain why.
No.
There's no reason for this.
No.
There's another montage. Crack That Whip plays. You must whip it.
Right.
And the grandpa hates all of them.
Everybody.
And they got 50 applicants. The fuck is going on?
This was weird, because he just kept saying, get out. They wouldn't even say a word yet, and he would just tell them to leave, get out, leave, get out.
Somebody thinks it's funny.
I don't know what they were looking for, if anything.
I've watched No Holds Barred, to bring it back to my love of professional wrestling, Rachel.
Okay.
And I watched it, and I can see why someone would think that that's a crazy, so good it's bad movie, because the decisions in it are bizarre, because it's Vince McMahon and Hulk Hogan making the decisions. And I could see somebody laughing at the absurdity of it, even though maybe you weren't supposed to. I can't even make this fun. I can't figure out how to make this fun.
Yeah.
So the kid comes by again, and he's skateboarding, and he falls, and the grandpa says, like, "You're the baby," or whatever.
He
Get out of here,
runs
baby.
out and yells at this child
for no apparent
that he
reason
needs
at
to
all.
go home and get his diaper changed. And then the kid's just
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I'm not that young, old man." And then
Yeah, he's like 8 years old.
right.
Pistachio says, like, is something wrong to the grandpa? And the grandpa's like, there's a talking baby out here. And Pistachio's like, I want to see the talking baby because he's a fucking idiot. And he's like, oh no, this is my friend, whatever the kid's name is. And the kid says something about being able to
He was
poop
potty
in the
trained
toilet.
when he was 2 or something. That confused me. I actually had to go back because I stopped. I think I stopped paying attention because I was like, "What
It's
is
your
what did he
God-given
say?"
right.
And so we had to rewind, and I was just like, "No, we don't have to rewind. Just keep going."
This line by Dana Carvey, it's not funny, but it's clever. Like, I could see saying this to a child and, like, it being, like everybody in the room would be like, oh, that's funny. The kid says he's potty trained.
Right.
Dana Carvey says, yes, I'm sure you are. You're the conductor of the potty train. And I was like, all right, that's a play on words. Someone somewhere would be like, that's clever.
Yeah, I hear it now. I didn't hear it then, but I hear it now. And all I keep thinking is, like, you said his kids were already,
9.
like, 9. Because if one of his kids was, like, you know,
Yep.
4 or 5,
Yeah.
maybe, and that is what he says to
I
them.
agree. I
That's
agree.
what it sounds like.
Yes. And maybe he did say that to them.
Right. But you don't say it to a 10-year-old.
Agreed. And maybe they made fun of him, like,
Oh,
you know,
maybe.
like that was like maybe that was a family joke
It
where
could
he'd be
be.
like, oh, I'm sure you are potty trained. You're the conductor of the potty train or
Right.
whatever.
Maybe that
Um,
was,
so
maybe that was,
Barney-
I don't know.
Is the kid's name Barney? I wrote down Barney.
Yeah. It's Barney.
The mom is this gorgeous woman. It's Jennifer Esposito, whose career I don't think ever recovered from being in
I
this.
feel so bad for her.
She left Spin City, I think, to be in this.
Oh.
Sorry, but I mean, this is your punishment.
That was your choice. You had a
So,
choice, and you made the wrong
she has
one.
Here's I'm glad that they don't objectify her, but they say she has a small ass. But I don't think we ever see her
objectify
butt.
Correct.
Like, we don't get like a like you assume
I don't
them
think we
saying
have
that
like
you're
a
gonna
full-on
see
ass
her
spot.
ass.
I don't think we have like a full-on ass shot. There isn't like objectifying, but there is like, oh, you're not good enough, woman. Like you're small,
yeah.
but
But
you have like no ass, and it's like,
Right. But that's I think supposed to be like these idiots. The problem is that she's like the competent one. She's like the straight man of this movie.
yeah,
She always looks puzzled,
confused.
upset, and embarrassed.
Yes, puzzled,
That is
upset, and embarrassed. That is how I felt watching this movie. So I empathized so heavily with this woman.
yeah. She tells Pistachio, she's like, oh, sorry, like he thinks that your name is Pistachio, and he's like, that is my name, and she's like, oh, great. That's like her reaction to everything.
To everything. I don't think they
plays a-
told her what anybody else's lines are. She knew what she was supposed to say. And then somebody says something to her and she's just like, oh, that was in the script.
Yeah, that's kind of her reaction
Oh.
to everything. She plays along with this for some reason.
I don't know
and
why.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Because
she
he's not
wants-
charming. So it's not even like, oh, he's a charming man that's being nice to my son, who's also an idiot, right? It's it's not even that. It's just, yeah, I need money because I have no job.
I guess, yeah. So she's like, I'll be your assistant. So she tries out, and the grandpa wants to pay her in meatballs or some shit, like the
He probably
fucking
would.
old lady in the wedding singer. But instead, she's like, I want cash. Grandpa turns to Pistachio and is like, oh, I like her. She's like playing tough or like playing like hard to get. And then they're like, but she doesn't have a mama caboose.
Right.
So they speak Italian because she's like, I'm right here.
They speak quote unquote Italian. Uh-huh. Yep.
In fact, I didn't write down they speak Italian. I wrote down they speak Italianto because I was like, it's not Italian, It's Italian light.
Yeah,
It's not real.
It's not. We're pretending. We're making fun of languages.
I love this moment because they're like, now you can have the job, but, you know, our rule is you can't fall in love with your master of disguise that you work for. And he's like, oh, yes, do you think that you can resist me? And I don't know if Jennifer Esposito is this good of an actor because she laughs uncomfortably.
Yes, she does.
Can you resist me?
It should be a meme. Like, people should be using her being like, ah, as a reaction gif.
Right.
So now he has an assistant for some reason. They dance because the grandpa is like, you have to answer the who, what, where, when, how. And he can't fucking say it. And this goes on for what feels like 15 minutes. And then they dance to it. And it's just wasting everyone's time. Every... Do you have the other one?
You stink, 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 stink.
See, aren't you happy now that you decided to do this at 10:30 at night? Because it's got you in a better mood.
Yes.
You're
It
pissed
helps.
off.
Yeah.
That you're talking about. They're digging through the trash because the grandpa left. So now they're digging through the trash because she's like, maybe we should look where your
Like for
parents were
clues or
kidnapped.
something, yeah.
And he's like, that's crazy enough to work, which is a running joke. in
Right.
this.
And I feel like I say that, but I also don't think it's from this. I think it's from something, or I just...
What? Oh, the crazy enough to work?
Yeah, that's not this.
No, that's from other stuff.
Okay.
That's from other stuff.
Because I was just like,
It's just...
no, I will never say it again.
No, that's just from here. So she finds a cigar ring. He looks at it, he examines it via some ridiculous crap he has on his head. It's like the Rick Moranis contraption from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but dumber. This is a fine joke. I'm giving them props on the jokes that I think are good.
Okay.
She says to him, oh, it's the cigar holder ring. It says it's from the Turtle Club. It's a cigar shop downtown. My ex used to go there, or whatever
Right.
she says. And he looks at it, and he looks up, and he remembers her saying it from literally 15 seconds before.
Right.
And then he says, hey, remember when you said
Thing you just
about
said.
going to the Turtle Club? And it's like, that's a good joke.
Right.
If this was if he was more likable, that would be a good
Right.
deficiency. And she could have gone, yeah.
Yeah.
I just said that.
30 seconds ago.
So, Rachel, it is time for the most famous scene of this movie.
Yes.
Because
it
they
is.
say that you have to be a member of the Turtle Club to get in.
Right.
And here we go. I guess he's doing a human turtle impression.
Yes. Yes, he is. He is pretending to be a turtle man. That is correct.
He's dressed in a
I feel like I'm on
green
trial for
suit.
some reason. That's how I said that.
Your Honor, I believe he was dressed as a... Now, will the witness please look at Exhibit C? This is the outfit that was worn at the Turtle Club. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. That is the outfit.
And could you please describe the outfit for the jury?
It is a green suit, but it's large, and it kind of looks like the person may have a shell underneath the suit. He has a bald cap on with glasses, and what I would assume is some facial stuff put on over his lips to make it look a little pointed. And he keeps going, turtle.
Turtle, turtle, turtle. Now, I fucking guarantee you, that this is something that he did with the kids at home.
Probably.
Was he would go, turtle, turtle, Because, like,
Yeah.
why is that what a turtle would sound like? There are animated
I
turtles.
guess it's like a Pokemon where they just say what they are.
But that's all he does is just go, turtle, turtle.
Right.
Like, that's it. That's the joke. I don't even remember him saying, am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
He does.
Did he say it?
Yeah.
Did I miss it? Okay.
Yeah. Because she goes,
So
I
that's
think you
the big
took Turtle
line.
too seriously. And then I think Rex comes back as, like, the bouncer to the Turtle Club. I don't remember. Is it the same
our
guy?
January 6th friend?
I think
Or-
so.
Or,
I don't know,
it's
because it looks the
possible.
same. I thought they were the same person. And I don't know if that... I'm sorry, but you look identical
No,
to
I
each
think
other.
I think it's different. I think it's a different person. Because she,
Okay.
like, seduces the host. She, like, flirts with him for them to be able to get in.
Yeah.
I'm going to admit this to you, Rachel. There's an episode of Best of the Worst where they watch a movie about Santa's reindeer, and it's just this old man that lives on a reindeer farm, and it's so absurdly stupid that Mike Staklasa at one point just starts laughing like a lunatic.
Right. Yes.
I did that in this scene. I just started laughing
That
to
happened
myself.
to me a couple of times.
And I went, what the fuck am I doing? I just started, it was from Dumb and Dumber. It was when he just goes, what the fuck? That's what I was doing to myself
Oh,
last night watching this.
yeah.
It's so stupid it comes back around to being funny. Almost in this scene.
Almost, yeah. And I think
He
it's
just goes,
partially
"Turtle,"
to do with her
and, like,
because
turns
she
and
just looks
stares.
so like, I don't know what to do with this man.
The urban legend about this scene is that they shot this scene on 9/11. The humor comes from the idea that Dana Carvey is wearing a turtle suit as the towers are coming down.
Oh my
And they're all huddled around a monitor watching it, and he looks like a fucking moron. That's not what happened. The movie did not go into production until the end of September. What did happen was this was the first scene they shot, and they felt guilty making this movie when the world was in tatters.
Right.
So they decided to have a moment of silence before they started shooting, which is fine, but it
Yeah.
doesn't make it any less absurd that they were standing there doing a moment of silence, and then they were going to go, okay, take one, turtle, 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 turtle.
Yeah, I
You-
mean, it does make...
and he's in that fucking suit.
Yeah, he goes around and he looks at people and go, not turtle? No. No, that
So
not turtle?
I-
Not turtle.
I said that it had become funny again, and then after another minute, I wrote down, okay, now it's dumb again.
You know, for that first
So-
minute, you know, the funny voices and the faces for the 1 minute, and now they're not. You know, it was funny for a minute.
They go to this guy that's in the back, and he gives up all the goods. He tells them that it's Barlow and that he makes cigars from all the time, and she tries to understand, like, where the guy lives. And then this entire time, Pistachios is going, turtle, turtle,
Yes.
turtle, like a mental patient, and she's getting all the information for them, which is,
Yeah,
I guess, why they needed an assistant, because the grandfather knows that he can't wipe his own ass,
Right.
so he needs to get an assistant to be able to do anything.
Right. Because he literally
Without
didn't
his
get anything.
parents, I don't think that this man knows how to put on his clothes. I think that's why he has underwear on his head the entire fucking
Probably.
time.
Probably.
He's an infant. He's a 45-year-old infant.
Yeah. She could have gone here alone. Because that guy
She could've
just
done this entire
literally,
plot by
this
herself.
man could have cared less about, like, the privacy of Mr. Bowman. He's just like, yeah, let me give you everything I know about the man.
Carvey threatens him as a turtle, and she pulls him away. He does this, what I think he thinks is like a turtle noise. If a turtle were to growl at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A guy hits on her as they're walking through and asks if Pistachio wants pond water. And then, in the most bizarre moment of the movie, he bites the guy's nose off and then throws it back
Yes.
on.
Yes.
And then he spins on the floor, breakdance style, and the scene just ends.
Right.
And that's the most iconic scene in the history of cinema. So there you go. You know how there's that old YouTube video about the AFI Top 100? And somebody made it so that Anchorman was number one, and they put a bunch of scenes of actors and directors and stuff pontificating about how Anchorman's the greatest movie of all time because they just like splice in like them talking about other movies and then putting in clips of Anchorman.
Mm-hmm.
Anchorman's too good of a movie to do that joke with.
I think so.
It should be something like this.
It needs to be something like this. Yeah.
Folks at home, please update it with Master of Disguise.
I can say that.
I'm losing my voice
am saying
from...
that. And it's a Will Ferrell movie.
And she hates Anchorman. Yeah. And Rachel hates Anchorman.
I'm not a huge fan of Will Ferrell when he's funny.
Or when he's not.
Well, when he's serious, like his serious movies, I've seen those and they're decent. This, anyways.
Apparently, Adam Sandler was the one that came up with the idea for the nose gag. There is an alternative scene where he just swallows their cigars and then spits them back out.
Yeah, well, he was doing that.
Turtle would do.
Yeah, he was like pulling stuff, but that doesn't come until like the end, right? In the end credits, he's like taking stuff out of his mouth. Yeah,
that was like an
which I don't understand how that's like a turtle thing, but
I don't know. So anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed that because that was the turtle scene. Great.
Nobody's turtly enough for this turtle club. Nobody.
The scene doesn't even end. It has no end. It's just stuff is happening. This is all fucking stupid. I have no emotion watching it.
It's this.
I truly have no emotion watching it. I think because she's worried that this guy, that her boss is hitting on her, so quickly tells Pistachio that she has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he calls her Love Cake.
Yeah, he calls her Love Cake. It's weird.
It's
she wanted to like quit the job. I guess she feels trapped. I don't know. It's just very confusing.
Why doesn't she quit?
I don't know, because she starts to quit, and then he says something about needing her tomorrow, and then she goes, "Well, I need to give the car to the boyfriend."
I bet it's because he gives the gift for the kid. He gives the shin guards or the knee pads.
Right. Oh, that's probably
for
what
the
it
son.
is. Yeah,
so
that's probably why she was just like, I guess now I can't quit.
The guards at the Liberty Bell let Jesse Ventura take the bell in exchange for some action figures there. Jesse is a bad actor, but it's not his fault in this movie. Well, you know, I one of my favorite roles was when I was a cameo in The Master of Disguise. That was after I was the governor, so people really took to that one. I was gonna see if Arnie wanted to join me in it, or if I get some sort of writing credit on it, but they were like, no, Governor, you can just be in this for a cameo, it's fine. And I really respected it because they showed me some of that imagery of the Illuminati, and I was like,
yes.
You know, that's pretty good. You gotta tell all the Americans about the Illuminati, and that's something that every American should know.
Of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's another fart joke, and it goes on for longer with the laughing this time.
Yes.
I thought that they were going to be subversive and not do a fart.
Well, I think that was the point.
And then, like, do a fart. Yeah, they're getting closer to that.
I was like, okay, so he's going to laugh for a long time and be like, haha, I didn't fart, and then fart.
And then fart.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I was expecting. And instead it was just, he just laughed for a really long time and then did the same thing and farted again.
She has him meet the boyfriend who is nice until she leaves. And then he says, lay off my lady or leave my lady alone, and like threatens him.
Yeah, and then calls the kid uncoordinated and stupid, and then...
Yeah, he skids off and falls again. And Pistachio starts mocking the boyfriend. And I was like, oh, that would have been nice and like a character trait if when he's threatened, he
or someone's
mimics.
being a bully.
It's like a defense mechanism.
Right.
Yeah. That would have been a good character trait. But no one's interested in having a character in this movie.
Well, I think he has enough characters in this movie.
Whatever. Eye of the Tiger starts playing.
That was a bad joke, I'm sorry.
He's dancing.
Late, and this is a bad movie.
He's dancing to Eye of the Tiger now, and he's wasting fucking time again. The dog is good at skateboarding for some reason.
That was cute.
I guess that's fun.
That was just cute. Good for you, dog. I'd rather watch an entire movie about you.
Moneypenny, because I don't know her fucking name. I think it's Jennifer.
Yeah.
Because it's just Jennifer Esposito, and they're like, we don't care about this character, so it could just be whatever the actor's name is that plays this.
Right.
They're looking stuff up about Bauman as the robot chokes Dana Carvey out in the background and beats him up, and she's doing all the work.
I wish it would have just finished the job.
And then they do this wipe with that Illuminati symbol. And the video I watched by Phalis... It's Amanda something. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. the commentary where Dana Carvey just goes, yeah, that's about the 4th wipe that we do for some reason. It's like they didn't even fucking try.
Yeah, they definitely didn't
The
try.
commentary points out that they know that the movie sucks. It doesn't make it okay to know that your movie sucks.
No.
It makes it worse.
Right.
I have more respect for the makers of something like Gymkata or Congo, where they're legitimately trying to put together a good movie. It's just campy or stupid or low budget.
Right.
And that
but it can still be enjoyable.
Yeah, so much more respect for them. The grandpa does narration to explain that he is disguised as a lady because I guess we missed some exposition or something, so they just have him do it in ADR. Shows this, like, they bring the bag in to this, like, antique show.
Yeah.
Which is not explained at all. They don't explain the fact that
not.
Bauman is an antique stealer. You just have to infer that by what else is going on in the movie. And this is where I wrote, Rachel, I wrote, his woman impression is pretty good. Bauman comes by to examine the artifact.
Yes.
Actually, it's a bad impression. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
That's exactly what happened to me. I was like, okay, this could be an interesting character. And then she just
like,
becomes
church
stupid.
lady, I swear to God, folks, like, he did Joe Biden, like, during the election and stuff, and it worked. The church lady is funny.
Yes. Until it's not.
His George Bush impression is funny. These are not good impressions. They're not even impressions.
No.
So he's Gabby Num Num. And they say something about him having a problem, and I wrote, yeah, the problem is he never shuts the fuck up.
Yeah, that's very true.
So Data offers Jennifer Esposito, to go to the mansion. There's going to be some South American art dealers there. And then I was like, we're going to get another fucking montage, I bet. And we kind of do. The kid can't get the dog to play fetch, right? But there is no montage. They're just, like, in a park. And they're going over what they're going to do at the mansion. And they're like, well, you just distract Bauman. And she's like, well, I don't want to date weird old guys. It's like, it's not a date. You're going to, like, a party.
Yeah, you're
You
just
this is not a
seducing
date.
him.
What are you fucking talking about?
You're just teasing him.
But the dog realizes that something's wrong, so he tells Pistachio to open up the pop-up book again, and he shows that the assistant has to go on dates with weird old guys. It's a very specific description, and it makes me think that they added it in again, like they added in the thing about the grandpa not being able to help.
Right.
But it doesn't even fit what's going on, so it's like, where did this come from?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's this giant party. Bauman finds her, and she's like, oh, where's the bathroom? And she sneaks off. And we get our next impression by Dana Carvey.
Yes.
And this time he is doing a Scarface impression. So he's trying to be
absolutely.
Al Pacino.
I could tell it was Al
Scarface.
Pacino, so I understood this one.
It's a bad Al
It's
Pacino
not
impression,
good.
though.
No.
My Al Pacino is better than his Al
My
Pacino.
Al Pacino
and
would
my
be
Al
better. Mine. Thank you. I'm trying to think of, like, what's, like, a thing that he says.
She's got a great ass. Hoo-ah!
Hoo-ah! Yeah, that's anytime I think of Al Pacino, I think of
Say Hello to My Little Friend.
Oh no, I think of the Lawyer movie. I'm not joking. Anytime I think of Al Pacino,
she's got a great
I think
ass.
of him as a
Hoo-ah.
devil. I'm the
Devil's
devil.
Advocate, for sure.
That one.
I'm the devil.
Yeah, that's the one I always think of.
I got my hands up Mona Lisa's skirt.
But yeah,
See,
I know
that's
he's
better
doing
than anything
Scarface.
Dana Carvey did in this fucking. Yeah. He says, "Say hello to my little friend," with a shrunken head in
what
his
the
hand,
hell?
and I'm. What is that? Is that funny? Is that a joke?
And it goes on for too long.
And then he's just making noises. He's just going.
Yes, and just won't stop.
That's the joke. That's not an impression. That's just you making noises.
Right. I guess he's just making fun of him and saying that's what he does. He just makes noises.
At this point, I still don't know what Jennifer Esposito's character's name is. As we said, it is Jennifer. He pretends to give Bauman the Heimlich because this guy's like, okay, well, have fun at this giant party. I'm going to go talk to other guests. And Pistachio has to stop him from leaving.
Yeah, he says something
and he tries to give him
choking. I don't get it.
You got a little wiener and some tiny nuts.
Sorry.
You know, I could tell just by looking at you. You had a little wiener and some tiny nuts. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really... I don't understand.
So then she's looking.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You stink, 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 stink.
Brother, this guy stinks!
So I don't know
never
what
added
she's
the
looking
soundboard.
for. We haven't done it in a while. It's only for when it's like break in case of emergency. So she's looking for something. We don't know what she's looking for, but she's looking for evidence because they think that he did kidnap the parents, so they're trying to find something on that. Why is Bauman still over here with Pistachio? He's just standing there with them, and I don't understand it.
I don't
And
either.
then this awful joke, because I guess this was like, oh, my kids will think this is funny because it's edgy. I don't remember Scarface ever saying this, but he says, "You look like you got a little wiener and some tiny nuts," because he's got little mini, cocktail weenies,
yeah.
and some nuts.
Right, like peanuts.
So that's funny.
Oh, I hope he said peanuts.
Oh, I hope he said peanuts. That joke alone. He's still doing bits like this one from Scarface.
On, though, and I'm so tired.
And then he just starts dancing. So he just goes on stage and he's just dancing.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
And folks, I need to know this. I actually don't want to know, but I need to know if anyone found this funny. Rachel she does her Twitch streaming. There's a chance that someone that watches her finds this funny. Like, the percentages of the population would indicate that there's a chance that someone in our audience finds this funny. I don't know. Anyway.
I don't get it, though, because he's dancing, everybody's having a good time, and then he comes out and he's all mad at him and tries to kick him out of the party, and says he's ruining the party, but I'm like, but everybody's enjoying his stupid shenanigans. So, like, it's the first time that anybody has ever enjoyed his shenanigans in this entire movie.
Yeah, his parents can't stand him. His grandpa can't stand
Right.
him. His girlfriend can't stand him. No one can stand him.
No. His
No
dog probably
one
can't
can
even
stand
him. His dog tries to leave any chance he gets.
I don't see a little kid finding this funny because I think that they wouldn't be paying attention to this at this point.
Right. I didn't want to be paying attention to this at this point, and I don't have a short attention span. I don't.
He runs away, and then he's doing Quint from Jaws.
Why?
And
why? Why? Why?
It has nothing to do with anything, and it's not even good. It's not even
funny.
It's not even a good impression. My Quint is better than his Quint.
I got it. I understood, but I was just like,
It's
but why?
He goes on forever. He does the whole fucking USS Indianapolis monologue. I don't know what the fuck he says. And it's so fucking frustrating.
That's the point, because then he goes on to being just gibberish.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You stink, 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 stink.
So this is the point, Rachel, where I started laughing at my own misfortune. I literally sat there and I was laughing at the fact that I was watching this movie. Not because of this movie, I was laughing at this movie. Like, what the fuck is it?
I don't know. It was so dumb.
So then he gets to the point in the monologue where Quint has to show that he has the scar on his arm, and he lifts his arm up, but he forgot to take off the part of the Al Pacino costume where he's hairy.
Right.
Because Al Pacino is hairy, and the Scarface character is hairy. So they recognize this, and he runs away, and these goons are chasing him. Hired goons. And the hired goons are trying to find...
The one goon I actually did recognize, and this might be obscure, but I was like, I recognize you. And then I went, oh, he's Balthazar from Charmed. And it's this.
There you go.
I was way more interested in the fact that Balthazar was in this. And I was just like, why? But
yeah,
anyways.
I wanted, that's what I wanted. I want to know how much everyone got paid.
Like,
that's
why is anybody in this?
So there's some cows in a field, and I thought he was going to be the cow. We walked out by this point, Rachel. I'm telling you, I don't remember any of this.
No, I don't remember this.
And the one guy steps in poop.
Right.
And I was like, oh, he's going to end up being a cow. That's going to be the joke.
Right.
No.
He was the poop.
He was the shit.
No, he's not the shit. He's the poop. He's a big pile of manure, all right? Because the shit means good things. He's just poop. Stop.
And then for, like, again, is that self-aware? Because that's a level of comedic genius that I can't fully understand.
I think they were trying to subvert your expectations of him just being a stupid cow. And so he put on a ghillie suit with shit on his face.
Literal shit. Like with the texture that allows this man to think I stepped in cow shit.
Right. He stepped on his face.
That is one big pile of shit.
So my only question is, I guess, is the joke that he is literally shit?
I don't know.
That is one big pile of shit.
They see him. He gets up immediately after this, by the way.
Yes.
He gets up immediately.
And then they see him immediately.
So then he has to run, and then another Master of Disguise theme plays that's different than the first Master of Disguise theme. And he just runs back that same block that we've seen a million times, dressed as shit.
Yeah.
And I wrote in my notes, okay, I was going to say I just feel nothing, but this is getting annoying. Like
it made me feel physically upset. Like
it's clearly transferred over to this podcast, because I was like, I thought for a moment, like, I'm gonna wait until I was annoyed in the movie to get annoyed by while we break it down.
Yeah.
But it just carries over, because then you start thinking about how all you did with your life led you to the moment where you watched Master of Disguise.
That's right.
And something went wrong.
Yeah, it really did.
I'm getting to the point of being pissed off watching this at this point in the movie. He's a German now, because, yeah, it just wipes. That scene
It just wipes.
just ends.
It just ends.
He sits at a bus stop dressed as
ladies.
poop.
Yep.
He's German now.
Yeah.
He's in Lederhosen with, again, fake teeth, because that's the height of comedy to Dana Carvey. And he's doing, again, a bad accent. Mm-hmm. I've done German accents on this show.
Yeah.
I've done very exaggerated German accents to make fun of Nazis. I've done serious German accents to do the Red Skull.
Yeah. This
is consequently a Nazi.
Yeah.
This is like, it's not
like
even
Little Dutch Boy.
Yeah, it's like Little Dutch Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much time has passed since the party? Because Jennifer is still at this mansion.
That's a good question. Did this
and
man
he's
like
going
hold her
there
hostage
to get her out? I can't tell, because he knocks on the door of the mansion, and you would think if the party was still going on, he would just be like there.
Yeah, but I don't think it is going on anymore.
Jennifer has been there for an indeterminate amount of time.
Yes. And he keeps trying to touch her and go through her stuff, and he's being a creep.
Tries to go through her purse for some reason.
Right.
He's just like, ooh, I wonder what's in this purse. And she's like, stop.
Right.
And he tries to say that she owes back taxes in Germany. I don't know why that's going to work.
I don't know.
But so he realizes that plan isn't going to
why would this man come here like to see her when this isn't her home? And why would he know she's there? None of that made any sense. So yeah, he immediately changes disguises while the guys go to get him. Both of them, for some reason. Leave this man here.
And they return, and he's in what I assume he thinks is a James Bond character. It's Mr. Suave, and he has this British accent. And I was like, this is the best one he does in the entire movie.
Yes.
Because this one actually, outside of saying the same 5 phrases over and over again, which he does with this character too, you could see where he could be clever. He's more clever.
He's trying to be clever
in this disguise.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
and
actually trying.
And it's
wow.
And part of me thinks that first draft of this was going to be the character the whole time.
The main character.
Because it's a James Bond parody.
Right.
And he can be a spy and do impressions and blend in, but his normal character is this pompous British guy.
Right.
And that would have been a better movie than this
movie.
stupid Italian accent thing. He says that he's there for Operation Minty Hippo. He does the, this is what you're doing, this is what I want you to do again.
Right.
She leaves with him, and Bauman knows that something is up because he's not mentally challenged, unlike everyone else in the movie. So Jennifer and Pistachio go to a bar, and he ascertains what the plot is. And Pistachio, because he's stupid, goes something, exclaims something, and his arm hits this waitress.
Yes.
And beer and water and stuff spill everywhere.
Right.
And that in itself would be a good joke, but it leads into, and it turns into, that Trent, who is Jennifer's boyfriend,
Right.
is with Sophia. Trent and Pistachio get into a fight, and he uses his slapping powers. They could have made these slaps look better. They look terrible.
Yeah, they do.
But anyway, he beats the shit out of him. I truly, it was like the Joker sprayed me with his fucking gas last night, Rachel, as I'm watching this movie. That's the only explanation. Sophia is turned on by this.
Yeah, she's turned on by it. Was she supposed to be with Trent still? So Trent is just a scumbag because now he's hitting on Sophia? And it wasn't even and Jennifer just didn't give a shit about any of it.
Leaves.
She just leaves.
Yeah, she has no reaction. She leaves with
reaction.
Pistachio.
And Pistachio doesn't want the other woman anymore, even though she has the big ass. She also doesn't make any sense because his character didn't have any, growth. So.
No, yeah. Correct.
I just don't understand.
They give the Apollo module to Jessica Simpson back when she was hot, because it's 2004.
Of course, yes.
These cameos
She's
are
in
dumb
such a
and
2000s outfit. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a fart joke again, but this time there's no fart. He's pleased, and then he farts.
Yes.
The fart joke is the only joke that works.
Yeah, because at least they, evolve it. It's evolved. It's the only thing that's evolved in this movie.
Jennifer and Pistachio are back at Jennifer's house, and Jennifer says that she thought that he was insane. I can't tell how self-aware the filmmakers are, because that means that they know that this character is annoying. But now she believes that he can do anything.
I don't know why.
I guess because he slapped Trent.
Yeah, I don't know what that would have done for her. Why? It just doesn't
He
make
accidentally
any sense.
hits her.
Is this just Pistachio having a fever dream, going, yes, this is how I get the ladies, because he's an idiot.
It's like the Joker.
None of it's
movie,
real.
Or Jacob's Ladder. This is his death fever dream.
Yeah, he choked on a meatball or something. That's.
I can only hope. It's the only sensible way for this character to die. He accidentally hits on her, and she kisses him, which is okay.
It's awkward and gross.
Right. It's really weird.
It's awkward.
It looks like what would happen if you kissed someone that does not have fully mental capacity.
Yeah, they weren't all there. They're not there, and then you kiss them.
Because she kisses him, and he
While
doesn't
he's talking,
embrace the kiss.
No, he's has his teeth, and then she steps back, and he kind of goes mwah to the air. Yes, it's
yeah. It's very, very strange.
So I'm uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable. When does it end?
She asks him what time it is, and I think he comes in his pants.
Ew. He does.
I mean, I can rephrase that if you want me to. I think he climaxes. I think he has an orgasm.
Yes.
Because he goes and shakes. I'm sorry, but what do you think I'm supposed to take away from that?
When?
Jizzed.
Ah!
I knew you were gonna. I was like, Rachel's gonna press the duck.
The duck is my favorite one.
And I thought that she was gonna make him come upstairs. I thought that we were going to have to see Pistachio Disguisey fuck in a movie, but that wouldn't be PG, so she just says it's time to make a plan.
Yeah.
And she goes in her house, and he goes home.
And then he picks
falls
up a bush.
into, like...
I don't know. He picks up a tree.
Falls into a bush like an idiot, yeah.
And that was... Yeah, it's stupid. Oh,
God.
It just
The bad guys... The bad guys pull up in a car, and it's implied that she gets kidnapped, but you don't see that, and it's just inferred, and that's all that happens. He is on the roof of the restaurant or something, and that kid comes back with the dog, and they tell him that the mom's been kidnapped.
Yeah.
So then he uses this magic ball.
Yeah, then we have
to
a Lion
summon
King moment.
to summon his grandpa, who's a floating head.
Right, and it's pre-recorded, so I was just like, oh, so it's like ChatGPT. It's an AI, because he's actually responding, but in his voice.
Oh, you didn't think that it was part of the disguisey Energico magic to be able to, project yourself?
Oh.
That's what I thought it was.
No, I'm pretty sure it says it's pre-recorded. Doesn't he say I'm pre-recorded?
Oh, does he? I mean, that's a joke if he does, then. Okay. The grandpa silences them as the kid comes, saying that they're gone, and the kid whispers an idea. Grandpa gets the line this time.
I'm a pre-recorded hologram.
Okay. I mean, that's a funny line, I guess. It doesn't make any sense with the rest of the...
Like I said, it's like he's AI. He, actually responds to things that are happening.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I was trying to make...
I mean, it's supposed to be, mystical. It's supposed to be, mystical...
Right.
Magic, even though it doesn't make any sense.
No, because there really isn't any. There really isn't any. There isn't any. There isn't any magic in this. And then he bites off a nose, and that's weird.
Some magic in the holes that he found.
He's Frosty.
That is one big pile of shit.
We go back to the mansion. Bauman has a bunch of stuff, all of these treasures that he's stolen, because we never learned that he's an artifacts or an antique stealer, but he is.
Right.
And then Kevin Nealon is there from the black market eBay, because it's 2002, and isn't that funny that people buy stuff from other people on the internet?
Because it's...
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Well, it's the black market, I guess, is the bigger joke.
But the pun is fucking stupid. I wrote it down somewhere in my notes where it's it's black mark eBay. And I'm like, is it because you think saying black market eBay? Black mark eBay. Black mark eBay. It says so there's this mask behind them that looks like Brent Spiner's face, and he reveals that he's going to have Fabrizio, who is James Brolin, put it on, and then Fabrizio is going to jump off a cliff.
He's going to kill him.
And he's going to fake his own death.
Right.
Because I guess an autopsy wouldn't be performed or anything. What we learn later is that putting the mask on Fabrizio, because he's a master of disguise, I guess...
He becomes the character that he puts on.
He becomes that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, insane. I don't know why he goes insane, but he goes insane.
Because he has the dark Energico. The grandpa explains that, Rachel.
I don't understand.
Because there's a dark side.
Yeah, but why would? But did this fart man know about the dark side, and was somehow brought that out of?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
The cook asks if he wants a cherry pie, but it's actually pistachio in the cherry pie.
He could have just been underneath the cart. He could have been.
I think that's the joke.
But why was the dog there? Why did the dog show up just to eat some of the cherry pie and then leave?
That made absolutely no sense.
He comes in through a doggy door and then
comes
leaves.
in because the dog knows how to do the trick where he falls over, and that's the only reason that he's in this scene, because they couldn't find a spot for him to fall over, and it's so fucking obvious where you would have the dog fall over. So how do I look after he puts on a disguise and he puts it on badly, and the dog falls over and faints because he looks so stupid. But for some reason, they were like, oh, we fucking forgot to do that joke. Just stick it anywhere. Well, the only thing we have to film left is him as the fucking cherry pie. He looks like this disgusting character. He looks like Hellraiser. He looks like the uncle from Hellraiser when he is just muscles and blood. That's what he looks like as this cherry pie.
Movie like Gremlin Monster, but yeah, that's fine. We could go with the Hellraiser one.
They've turned Jennifer into a spokesperson for the video for Black Mark eBay, which
She's just
cannot
Vanna White.
understand how that's a pun. There's people around the world bidding on this, including Kenan Thompson, who gets a credit and dances in the end credits, by the way, Rachel.
Oh, I know. I watched it.
And I was like, what the fuck?
He's
in this movie as like a cameo.
For like 2 seconds. With a roommate. Who I don't know who the roommate's supposed to be, if it's just someone so that he had someone to talk to.
Not as important as Kenan Thompson, because Kenan Thompson got a credit and that fucker didn't.
Right.
If I was Kenan Thompson, I would be like, please remove me from the credits of Master of Disguise.
Right.
I don't need that. I don't need the
be
royalties.
uncredited,
I'm
please.
Kenan Thompson. I would like to not be in this. Thank you. Harvey is found out because he has left the fucking cherry shoes on.
Well, yeah,
so
because
they know
he had
who
his stupid superpowers as a cherry, and then he left the cherry shoes on when he was like actually doing a good disguise.
What was that disguise? Because I don't remember.
Because it was like one of his henchmen.
Yes, that's right. He turns himself into one of his henchmen, and the guy says like, oh, like, how's your wife or something like that, and he says the wife's fine, and it's like, well, you're not married, and so he knows that it's Pistachio.
So how did you know?
But he knew it was Pistachio because of the cherry shoes.
Right.
A gong brings out a bunch of ninjas, and he starts to fight them off by slapping them very stupidly, which the behind-the-scenes stuff pointed out that you can have ninja... They told him for a PG movie you can have ninjas, and you can beat up ninjas because they don't have faces. These are the stupid rules that the MPAA has, by the way. While we're gutting everything in the fucking federal government, why don't we gut that fucking thing? Just let people decide for them fucking selves, so we don't have these stupid arbitrary rules, and some fucking comedian can decide that he wants to make this vanity project.
And then go, yeah, let's do that, because it's in the rules.
God damn it. I think it's supposed to be a Bruce Lee impression, which thank God that he didn't put a wig on and take his shirt off. I think that Dana Carvey was embarrassed to take his shirt off.
That would have been so
because he's doing
gross.
Like the wah
right.
Bruce Lee noises
right.
and slapping them. There's another song in the background about him being the master of disguise. And I'm not positive if this is a different song or the same song but at a different point in that song.
It could be the same. It could be a different one. It could be an iteration of it. I don't know.
The mom sees the hands. So throughout this, like, the hands have been coming out of the flour. That's how they've been keeping Fabrizio in line. But this time, the hands come out of the flour. The mom knows it's coming, though, and she grabs it and she beats up the henchman because they were, like, telling Pistachio, like, your mom is going to be whatever.
Right. So she headbutts the guy and goes, I'm not eating caramel corn anymore.
No more caramel corn for me, is what she says.
Right.
Because she's Irish for some reason.
Right.
Because we haven't offended enough people, I think, is the problem.
No, we need more. We need to be more offensive. Who haven't we offended yet?
That is one big pile of shit.
Fabrizio is stuck in the box. The grandpa does show up for some reason at this point. I don't know why. And then Bauman runs away and farts as he runs away. As we talked about, the dark side of Energico has taken over Fabrizio, and they have to convince him that he's really his dad and not Bauman.
Right.
So
I thought there was going to be a Luke, I am your father joke. I was actually kind of surprised there wasn't, considering they're doing like a Force joke.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
actually,
he could have said
Rachel.
something about, but I am your son. You know, and like, you are my papa or some bullshit, and it would have been, you know.
You are my papa, and said it would. But you know what the problem is?
Because he was like
Dana
even
Carvey
hanging off
can't
the
do-
thing. He was even hanging off of the thing. I'm like, okay, here comes the Star Wars joke.
But the problem is that Dana Carvey is a worse voice actor than Mark Hamill, 1,000%. And then he can't do James Earl Jones' voice. They can't make that reference because he can't do James Earl Jones. So they would have had to have hired James Earl Jones to do it and ADR over.
Right.
And James Earl Jones was probably too expensive.
Probably.
They climb on top of this lunar craft, as Rachel said, Pistachio's hanging off. James Brolin shakes it and is going to push him off, but then Dana Carvey pulls his underwear out and puts it on his head, and the dad remembers who he is, and he shakes his face back into James Brolin.
Which I'm confused, because he was wearing a mask.
Correct. It's like the haunted mask from Goosebumps, Rachel. It's haunted mask rules. You, like, lose your soul. Like, eventually this guy would have, like, become decrepit and stuff.
Okay.
Carly Beth was just... It's in the same universe as Carly Beth.
Poor Carly Beth having to be in the same universe as the Master of Disguise.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad saying that,
so
actually.
Bad. I can't believe you said it. But yeah, it's the underwear on the head that snaps him out of it. And it's like, okay.
Then this wraps up in literally 3 seconds, saying he's the Master of Disguise and Jennifer married him. I can tell that the next scene they added on because they were like, oh wait, nobody caught the bad guy.
Right. He got away. He ran and farted away.
There's an original scene where he stops Bauman by dressing up as Captain America. I can only imagine that the reason that they had to do some sort of reshoot was because Marvel said no.
Right.
And at this point, they would never have said no. So maybe they did say okay, and they thought, oh, after 9/11, everyone loves George W. Bush. We should do a George W. Bush impression.
My God.
And have him be the hero. So we're in Costa Rica with Bauman, and he still has the Constitution. He took the Constitution with him. George W. Bush, Dana Carvey comes out, and they do the lines. They do, this is what you're doing, this is what I want you to do.
Who's your daddy?
And who's your daddy? And
so
he beats
like,
him up,
oh,
and he takes the
them.
Constitution.
And then the other two are dressed up as the henchmen.
And that's how I know that this was tacked on in reshoots. Because they couldn't get James Brolin and Joseph Gold back to do this.
Oh, is that what you think?
Yeah, has to be. Because why wouldn't they take the masks off and show that it's the two of them?
Oh. So it's actually somebody else acting as them. Acting as somebody
I don't know
else.
that for sure or anything. Or
I mean,
Harold
it
Gold,
looks
I'm sorry, I
like
said
their
two.
faces.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it really was them, and I'm just not giving the movie enough credit.
No, don't give it any. No, it doesn't. No, it's fine. It's okay.
So then Bauman falls in the pool, and there's a giant fart bubble, and everyone goes PU.
And he dies.
And then the movie just kind of fades
Ends.
to an ending.
Yeah.
There are literally 8 minutes of credits. It's all of them dancing. We see the wedding scene.
Right. He's
There's,
doing characters and scenes that we haven't seen with different characters.
It shows how badly edited this was, because there's scenes.
There's, like, major, like, big scenes.
That are just in this end credits. To the point where they just film a scene, and it's like, why wasn't this in the movie? Because there's one part of the end credits where it's very Austin Powers, where Bauman is like, I know the Achilles heel of all the disguises. I know their weaknesses. And he brings out these 4 babes, and they all have giant asses.
Right.
And it's like a fembot thing, where like
Yes.
he has to overcome the giant asses, and it's like, why didn't you just put this in the movie?
Right, it wasn't in the
Why
movie.
is this in the end credits?
Exactly. There was another one where he was like he's like acting like a bunch of different characters, and I can't tell if it was just him dressing up as characters in like a different room, and then there's a whole thing where you could tell there was scenes made where he's like this fat man selling stuff. There was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
But that never
He's
happened.
like a toy maker or something. Yeah. A whole different character. After the 8 minutes of credits, which includes a dwarf or a little person that apparently was actually inside the robot thing, they wanted to put him on screen, so they dressed him up as Mario and gave him a funny voice, and Pistachio chases him around, and then they tell us goodbye. Mm-hmm. That was in there.
Yeah, that was long. That was long. But then it just keeps going.
There's a dinosaur. He gets eaten by a dinosaur. Oh, and then there's like terrible, because Gladiator, of course, came out in 2000. He does a horrible Gladiator impression. Awful. this gladiator impression that he does in the end credits. Anyway, that's the end of the movie. Rachel, we've come to the point of the show where I ask you if Master of Disguise has shelf life. I think it's pretty obvious what we're going to say, but I would like to make sure that we do our due diligence, and I ask you, does Master of Disguise have shelf life?
No, it does not. No, it does not. Do not watch this movie. You don't need to watch this movie. In fact, I would like to get a copy of this movie so that I can destroy it in many fashions, in many, many different ways.
So if you have copies of Master of Disguise and you send them to Rachel, she will destroy them. You could make that part of your Twitch, Rachel, where you destroy them on your Twitch stream.
I will do as many different ways of destroying the Master of Disguise DVDs as I possibly can come up with. Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
I have one other thing that I think kind of sums it up pretty well, and because it is a Billy Madison production, I figure this kind of works really well for it.
Rachel has to edit this one, by the way, because I refused.
I got stuck doing it. What we just watched is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever seen. At no point in the rambling, incoherent jokes,
scenes,
jokes, were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this theater is now dumber for having watched it. I award it no points, and may God have mercy on your souls.
I have to point this out because it doesn't matter if this movie made $1 billion. It was a $16 billion budget. $16 million budget.
I was going to say, good
God. It somehow made $43.4 million. So it was a hit.
It shouldn't have been.
This may be one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I started thinking that this was just a forgettable nothing movie. We were wrong. We still should have walked out of it, but it's not as offensive to the senses as we were thinking. And then as it goes on and on and on, it just becomes more annoying and frustrating.
Yes.
And unpalatable.
And you just want it to be over.
Anger-inducing. And it is not long. It's only the 72 minutes or whatever I said. You feel every minute of it, then some. The Irishman feels shorter. An episode of Shelf Life feels shorter than this.
Yes.
Killers of the Flower Moon was shorter than this. It feels
the Titanic
so
on 2 VHSs
painful.
Was shorter than this.
It's awful. B-movies are there are B-movies that are worse than this. Mm-hmm. But this is annoyingly bad. It's pathetic. It's terrible. It's so crazily, stupidly bad how bad this is. I know that Dana Carvey's kid, one of his children, died tragically of like an accidental overdose.
That's sad.
And that's sad. And because he made this movie for the kids, you feel kind of bad now, like harping on how bad this is. But if you wanted to make a movie for your kids and you thought that they would have enjoyed this and you're putting all of your like little inside jokes and your turtle jokes in, you should not be distributing this to the public because this is not consumable. There are clearly scenes that were cut. I was getting more and more frustrated as stupid shit happened. I hate this movie. I hate what it stands for. I hate that it happened. It should be burnt. It should be destroyed. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But then people would remember it. Because people would remember, hey, remember when they burnt it? Remember when they destroyed it with the bowling ball or whatever? It doesn't deserve that. It deserves to be forgotten forever. It deserves to be left in the void of nothingness, where no soul will ever find it. It deserves to be left in space where nothing can touch it or be hurt by it ever again. Dana Carvey, Adam Sandler, this hack of a director, and anyone associated with the production should be arrested for crimes against humanity, or at the very least some sort of money laundering scam. I would have said it's worthless if it would have stopped, but it just kept going.
Yep.
And Rachel, I think it's very funny that you did that bit, because this was my last sentence that I wrote. I award it no shelf life. And may God have mercy on our souls.
I'm so glad we both thought of the same thing.
That is one big pile of shit.
This is truly one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
It's awful. It's bad. It's
like,
not. There's nothing redeeming.
We've done 50 some odd subjects at this point. I think everyone out there knows that we try to have insights and bits and have fun. You know, whether or not we're mimicking Lap's Fan or We Hate Movies or How Did This Get Made or our own style of podcasting that we hope that we bring to you. And we couldn't do that.
No, it's hard.
Because this movie was so egregiously unfunny.
It just wasn't fun.
It was awful. It was awful. It deserves its reputation. The people that like it are wrong.
I think you're just wrong.
I'm sorry. You're just wrong.
You're just wrong.
Everyone deserves their opinion. And Rachel and I like bad movies. There are movies that critics say are objectively bad, and we love them.
Yes.
We've put them on the shelf. We've talked about this.
Right.
The Mummy or The Faculty or whatever. Fucking take your pick. We've left stuff off the shelf that is considered classics. And that's a matter of taste and opinion.
Right.
But this is an objectively...
if you say this is your favorite movie, you have no taste. You get no opinion. You are wrong, and you should feel bad about it.
You can have nostalgia for it. You can like saying this is what you're doing.
Of course you're going to have nostalgia about it because of that damn trailer where it's all just the lines, those only lines that make people think of this movie.
Overall, it's just, this is terrible. This is terrible. Cross that off the list, Rachel. That was Master of Disguise in 2002. I don't even remember the director's name, and it doesn't matter. Dana Carvey never worked again, and that's his karma
legacy
for this. Yeah, this is his legacy.
This is his legacy.
This is his legacy, and we'll do Wayne's World one day. I really love Wayne's World, but now I have to think that was all Mike Myers.
Probably
Because of this. It doesn't have shelf life. So, anyway, the Summer of Spies continues, and we really thought this was a spy movie. We really, really did. It's so funny. Would you recommend people watching this, Rachel?
No. No. Like, watch this? Watch this movie?
Even as a curio, even as a staring into the sun.
Just go watch the trailer. It's shorter. It has the lines that you need. You're done. You don't need the convoluted, stupid story. You don't need any of it. You're fine. You don't need to watch this. And I'm not trying to say it so that you go and watch it. And if you do, it's not my fault. I told you not to.
That was probably our hardest mission that we've had so far in the Summer of Spies. We're going to get another dossier. We're going to see what else is going to happen. And because we've been doing a lot of this, and this is what people want us to do,
I don't think
we'll come back
that
next time.
You can't see it. But anyways.
Yeah, you're right. You know what a better one is? It is time for us to... Oh my god. Rachel, I just got the next dossier. We have to go to the Turtle Club.
No! Does that mean... Do we have to dress up? Because I don't want to...
No, I need to get into character. Hang on, let me just...
Oh, no, God.
Turtle. I've been... name redacted. Turtle.
I wish I had a gunshot sound.
We'll go find one.
And I've been Agent R. Do I have to do it? Are you going to make me do it?
No, you don't have to.
Turtle.
And this has been Shelf Life. We hope that you enjoyed our misery on today's show. It's all in good fun. We truly did hate this movie.
I did hate this movie.
It is all in good fun. We will see you next time at Shelf Life.
turtle?
May I help you? Are you a member of the Turtle Club?
Well, not exactly.
Not exactly, but am I not turtly enough for the turtle?
And
It's
okay.
He's fine.
fine, turtle.